unsignable. I'm like, where the bathroom door that goes to my pen. Do you think you'll ever sign anything? Never again. I've not signed shit. I've only gotten in trouble with this. Seriously? Sign it? Shit.
Join the Patreon. I need to join the Patreon because I don't even remember that.
So let's see what you can do.
Well, I think so. Here's what I think.
All I know is that I'm the biggest pimp of all time. And this son Dick is from the show. Look at this shit.
It looks to me like it's one of those like Starbucks, like you know how Barnes and Noble has bags that you can get. Sometimes they might even give you that. But I think that they also sell them too. So I think that I bet you Starbucks, unless like, why would they give you that? Oh, it's just that big. Oh man. This time you're right. I'm never I'm a bag trip. No, they sell bags. This is very actually, you're wrong. I'm right. They sell bags. They have big Starbucks bags. Or maybe she's just very nice.
That's the idea.
I was gonna say that next. I do. I also do hate. They're circling in on this person that got caught with everybody. All you homeless cats with weird profile pictures of, like your mom's did you buy coffee?
I'm gonna show you all the most athletic shit that you've ever seen in your entire fucking life. Okay, I'm the king of bacon beds. If anything, when I was a little kid, I never made my bed. Why? It's a lot of work. But like in the very rare occasion when I did, I felt like a king when I hit that motherfucking mattress. Why? It was amazing. I did not know if that was a queef or a very wet shit. God, look at this athleticism. I'm gonna check out Afromatria. Check out her shit. What's she up to? Oh, she's listening to baller ass shit. Oh, that's cool. I like it.
But I don't believe in I know that when we were discussing with the devs,
Is that the most baller ass shit you've ever seen? No, this bed making his son. Look at these moves. Look at this athleticism. This is the most motherfucking athletic shit. Huh?
I can't really tell, to be honest. I want to do this women because that's already obviously white. Oh my god, they're all. Now it's very one Lynn Tran and the other two are very clearly nice.
Transactions
and they're all in the family. It's a bunch of sisters. Swan, Long, and Did you notice that they're all the same name? I didn't notice the names, but I did notice the Trannon. Trannon is a family of Asian women that are They watch together.
Because my idea is to be longevity. So I don't want to attach my name to a project.
They all have comments.
So are you making money?
So I think this is real. English is a second language, so maybe a little bit of ChatGPT.
Decentralized streaming is kind of like the next step. What you take, and I got what you said about not creating any big influencers first.
You got a couple of
We got a couple of big ones here, but I think we got enough, right? We got enough big ones. My idea was we wanted a couple of big ones, and then the smaller guys would be like, I want to be on the platform with you. So you need that social proof. And I also don't like the idea of this is just a platform that works with one person. You spoil them. Like the more you spoil them, you also then it's too big. Like it's too polarizing. People look at it and they're like, I don't really get a look. I'm like, this guy's too big. It's like going to a fucking nightclub and you're in the bar and you're sitting at the table and you're with Giga Chat. But now you're not Giga Chat, like it's not about that. You're going to be able to split up and eventually
And that guy, I guarantee you at least
and
one
it's the same
day.
thing. Like you need to be able to interact, which means you need to give them a chance. Like to also get some spotlight. Like the spotlight's only on one person. You're not really going to encourage it.
If he's a more certified doctor,
You'll be able to see the
in
others.
Africa.
You see, the next thing you create a niche product and sell a product that's
Come on.
very true. And it's not really so free, right? The idea is that you could be a very small person, have a small voice, but you should be able to just
I didn't expect
the audience that will decide their voices with you.
Scroll up to the top link, Center Help.
Thinking about being heard, everybody who's just built in space, please make sure you go down there, drop a comment right across the space. And this platform is you're going to bring people who are into streaming and
Jonathan
getting better
Africa
capabilities in the future. So trying to bring it into architects.
This should have been pediatric gastroenterology. Maybe you're not allowed
And
to.
it's with the giveaways. It's like I really like that sort of idea.
Yeah.
It's fair, right? It's fair. You give your time, you get something. Versus you give your time, you don't really get much back. So it's a good way to return value to your kind of subscribers, your believers, right? 100%. And it's a good way to do it.
Sorry, can I ask a question? Okay, GM so speak TM to carve wise toes the guy
Shut the fuck up.
PMS and your TM. Okay, I just wanted to ask because I'm trying to go into streaming. So I've done multiple streams on X already, but I'm kind of looking for a platform that you can actually combine X, TikTok, and some other probably YouTube together as once, and you're streaming live, right? All at once using one particular platform. So I just want to know if SoulStake is actually the one for it. I can actually help you recommend to, because I think KuCoin is actually looking for streamers. I can recommend this to them because it would actually solve a whole lot of problems. So yes, that's the question. Does it actually bridge? Can you do everything?
It's known as multi-streaming, girl, and I'm the king of it. Well, I am, dog. Get me up here.
Like some of the streamers that we've got, we were only able to get the deal because some of them, they're so big that they're like, I'll only multi-stream. But then, so essentially negotiating deals is you can multi-stream 2 streams a week, but you have to stream with us exclusive once a week. Like sometimes that's all the currency that you have because they're too big. They're like, I'm not going to do this deal otherwise. So, but then you always need that exclusive because then why would they use SoulStake if they can just use Twitch or Kick or other platforms? But essentially, yeah, we can multi-stream. I've never seen someone multi-stream into X, so that would have to be determined because Spaces is just audio. I don't know if Spaces are visual as well. I do streaming online on YouTube, but I've never done it in like a Spaces is my first one. So,
No, it actually happens on X here. You can actually stream on X, but you need a platform to do it.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why
we can bring it in. We're essentially the rails, so I'm sure that we can kind of bring it in. That's not something that we really were targeting because we've signed, I think, 10 or 12 KOLs so far on X and on stream.
Dude, why don't you let me in? I'm the king of streaming. I'll literally make this guy shit himself.
So yeah, I mean, our idea is that essentially you're an exchange or you're a product. You have something.
Dog, we get it. You're fucking. I don't even know what it is.
Like I genuinely know that we'll dominate the space within 1 to 2 years because we're bringing in new blood. Like the fun extraction is finished. Like I don't know if people really understand that. They're still stuck in the past. Like a lot of crypto influencers and things like that, they're very good, but some of them don't realize that like once trad influencers come in, the game is different. the game is going to be very different with crypto because essentially these people know how to influence, like they know how to market. They already come in with a lot of experience. Like it's different. It's like you're a model, and now there's Vogue models coming in. Like they know how to do this. Like they've been doing this for a very long time. So I mean, it's going to change the game.
Why don't you let me come up and speak? Because I'm the biggest pimp of all time.
Like you can see it now. Like market, someone launches a shitcoin and it tops at 500k market cap. Like that's done. Like the idea of retail is going to come in because there's too many tokens, there's too many deploys, it's too simple to deploy. It's a race to zero. We need new blood, and our idea is that we can bring in a lot of new users. So for a platform or exchange like KuCoin, it's amazing because we can get KuCoin in front of people that don't even know what KuCoin is. Like they've never seen it, they would never see it, but we can get it through at scale because we have influencers and new people coming in that will see Solana, like they'll have to download Solflip, they'll have to download Phantom, they would have never seen what Solana is. Like they would have never touched it in their whole life. They don't know what Sol is. And that's what you need also, because you need that level of, I don't want to say naivety, but it's true. Like everyone's cooked in crypto. Like people are very aware that there's a lot of shitcoins launching and they're very skeptical. That's why they top so quickly. You need that naivety because naivety holds. And you always need that bull market climbs a wall of worry, but you need that level of I'm holding because I'm going to sell much higher. Like people are in that kind of disillusion phase where essentially something pumps and they're like, I got to get out. Because like, you know, and then it's just that's where we're at now, specifically for crypto. So our idea is to bring in new users, which will affect price, and it will be good. And it'll be good also for the crypto influencers as well, because some of them can also pivot out and become more mainstream. Like crypto
you onboard in almost both directions that way. You give the opportunity for influencers to bring in crypto and people who do crypto to become the influencers. I think this is actually a pretty important move to make.
That's the idea is that it doesn't go both ways. Yeah, like you said, it's not a threat from one way, it's to both. Crypto is it's a great space and it's a great thing, but it's still it can't really break out. Like it's still stuck in that kind of niche idea where I'm a crypto influencer, but you could be everything. You could become kind of everything with this sort of an idea. Like we'll be able to co-stream, so essentially our platform I'm streaming with you, but the other person can join remote and you can stream together, like on the same stream. So you can have our idea is that once a month or something we'll do maybe a giveaway or whoever's performing the most or a leaderboard, and you might get a stream with a person who's the top 10 streamer in the world, and you might be a guy who has 500 followers, but you've just been very loyal to the platform. That can change your whole life, and that's our idea is that we're able to do all of that stuff because we have them on a contract. And I know that from their perspective, they're like, I'm not getting shit out of this, but some of them actually do like it. Like some of the influencers remember what it's like to be nobody. When they see hungry people coming up, they like the idea also. If they can see good people also, they can incubate them. They can sign them. It's similar to football. Like it really is a similar concept. You see a guy at the combine and he's amazing. And you're like, I can really make this guy be a great player. I want to take 10 or 20% of his deal, but I'll put him on a contract and I'll make it viral. These people do that. Like that's a big thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, that's like the mindset I teach in my spaces is that we got to have a mentor and be a mentor to people. So this kind of gives people the option to be in that position in both directions, regardless of which side you come from. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, Snake, I have a question for you. Yeah. Yep. So, okay. So, my question is this. Yeah. So, with the full launch, just weeks away, what's one game-changing feature or partnership you are most excited to review in the next few weeks that will make Snake TV, go?
Oh, you got to possibly put your flags on.
That's a good question. So yeah, we're looking to launch in March. The big thing is that we're just going to drip free.
Then there was a guy in rollerblades.
Like over time, with the kind of the top guys that we have. I believe that it'll be game changing because some of the people are essentially one of the main ones that we
He did everything Chris Lee has ever said.
And they never would, like normally. But I've been blessed. I just know a lot of people, so I've been also somewhat lucky with timing and things like that. Because with crypto, there's always luck when you're signing streamers and things. Some of them have conflicting deals. They're doing a deal with another gambling platform, or they're doing deals with another Web3 or something, and you're just at the wrong time. You might be the right guy or the right project, you're just right at the wrong time, and they can't actually sign on. But we've been blessed in that we've done very well. So that's the thing that I'm most excited about. And then releasing demo flows over the next probably 10 days. So essentially, some of our streamers using the full platform, doing the chat, tipping, live streaming, showing the community functions, and showing everything except for iGaming, because the iGaming is already.
Oh, there we have it.
The iGaming will be ready in about a month. but it's not ready yet because we're building the games from scratch, and then we also have to audit them. And when you are auditing in iGaming, I don't know if everyone knows, I'm sure Vault knows, but the Web 2 side needs to be audited separately. So they also need, like, they audit smart contract level protocol, but they also have to have, like, a Web 2 auditor that audits a lot of stuff, and they audit the games and a bunch of other shit. So it's actually, that can take...
The best grapplers in the world, BJJ practitioners,
Yeah,
Roberto, Cyborg,
that's why
nine-time world champ. The odds are against him.
Just delivering, I'm excited about delivering something that I think will be exciting. Awesome. Like, it's I think
one of the best grapplers in the world, BJJ practitioners, Roberto, Cyborg, nine-time world champ. The odds are against him. I'm a 9-1 underdog, so I like my chances. Doubt me, I dare you. So it's gonna be cool. It's a 20-minute straight match, submission only to win. Everyone says that. Oh, it's a win-win for you, Brendan. This guy should win. Everyone knows you as a striker. I'm a grappler. I'm a high-level grappler. And to say it's a win-win is irrelevant. But guarantee you, people will walk away from Metamoris talking about my match.
Whereby somebody doesn't even necessarily know that they're having to scratch. So I guess concepts and stuff like that. But for us, we're trying to look at sort of keeping wages in USD value rather than like showing it as USDC, BTC, whatever it may be, gambling it, and trying to, when we go live with our app, for example, which will be mainly focused on Web2, but still operating on chain as Web3 casino, you almost won't even know that there's a Web2 casino against some kind of commerce. But yeah, that's the plan so far. I mentioned earlier, Joe, we had someone did the Web2 because they had $5,000 of us. I don't think he said again, they were in today, that's for sure. And yeah, good stuff happening in spaces like this. Guests, good hosts, good energy. So it's good to grab us a little bit of work on that when you're speaking. So I'm going to say great from to close. So
yeah, bro, this is someone in the fucking thousand that you just started that competition yesterday, bro.
Yeah, so it's I think we had like about 130 people start playing Plinko like within 10 minutes. Like I think Plinko, on average, on a daily average, we probably see like 600 to 700 unique wallets.
Isn't this athleticism, folks?
Like within 10 minutes of the tweet going live, there was like
Folks.
2 players that have never played Plinko before. Rolling dollars.
Easy, bro. Easy. No, that was cool, bro. Yeah, I watched the Akiki video, bro. When he hit that 150 years ago, that was crazy, bro.
I was the thing, like I guess I've spoken to
This motherfucker is so athletic. That's one of the most athletic motherfuckers of all time. Look at this chat. That is hype. Everybody's in this chat. Big. Rabbi, how many laptops do you have? Rabbi, enough. The answer to your question is enough. Next question.
Reaction was exactly that. So when he hits a 5, 6, 10 grand, whatever it may be, that's money that we're not going to ask back for him.
Maybe like $1 billion.
Balance that some of these other guys give you just to play with to fake you some reactions.
The question is not how many laptops do I have. The question is how big of a pin. I'm not big. Because I'm the biggest pimp of all time, baby. Check this motherfucker in the history of human time.
Yeah, so he that's like 2K.
Yeah, that's
not 2K, yeah. So he ended up, I think he started with 1.5 ETH. I think he transferred out to a CM to like 2.6, 2.5.
Yeah, he made
so he had a good little stream for an hour, 2 ETH profit.
Yeah, he made like fucking 6.3K or something out there, bro.
Yeah, something around
Look at this pin.
good little hours wage.
What is this bullshit? Dog, this is some garbage.
Certainly not prompted
Oh, look at this athleticism, though.
The whole point
This
of our
is,
goal is to give people
what we're seeing here,
involved in the
this
community,
footwork,
whether it be
this might be the best
staking in a treasury,
athlete
making your own games on the platform, you name it.
ever.
There's an angle where you can get involved.
I really mean that.
Stuff, so
Think about any baseball card that you've ever had. This motherfucker is better at sports than all of them.
across the different mind share platforms, and there'll probably be some more to come. I think we're touching high total this week, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff for you to get involved with, boys. So come get us last.
Even Rogers Hornsby, this motherfucker makes Rogers Hornsby look like a ballerina. But that's pretty athletic. Ballerinas are pretty athletic.
That's live 24 hours a
It's
day.
like not an insult.
Anywhere in the world
It's just funny.
So
This motherfucker makes Rogers Hornsby look like a ballerina. This motherfucker makes Rogers Hornsby look like a ballerina. Dog, I'm gonna just put it in you. Information that you might be able to understand. This motherfucker makes Rogers Hornsby look like a ballerina. This motherfucker makes Rogers Hornsby look like a ballerina.
Yesterday we had 63,000 people and bro, I think today it's gonna be double the bro, because I see the energy out there,
This
bro.
motherfucker.
And thank you so much, guys. Like, just keep showing up every fucking day.
Oh, they're done. They let this guy talk about his stupid ass streaming platform that sucks.
Every day from Monday to Thursday. 2026 will be your year, bro. So I'm gonna move on and start bringing people up. If you guys have any questions.
Yeah, nobody's got questions for that asshole. They have questions for Rabbi. Hey, baby, how you so sexy? I'd be like, baby. Johnson, no more tears. Baby shampoo, motherfucker.
I will pay 3 winners. I'm gonna start doing that in 30 minutes, and I will be picking the most active replies
Dog.
in the fucking space.
Look at this athleticism.
On my ex account. So good luck, everyone. Drop your replies, tag your friends, literally get all of your fucking friends in here. Like,
Yo, let Rabbi in.
I'm gonna start with Joker. Joker, do you have any question for Soul Tech TV or All 777, bro?
No.
Yeah, so I think I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Soul Steak, you said you're trying to integrate it in such a way that people can multi-stream while using Soul Steak. So yeah, I would also love to know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I would also love to know what plan you guys have, integrating into the Web3 space. How do you plan to get to the desired audience? Because I'm sure not everybody in the space actually streams or know how to stream. So what plan do you have to actually get to your desired audience right now? What's do you have in mind? Or do you have a roadmap or something you guys are doing? If yes, what stage are you guys now? What have you achieved?
That's a good question. So what has been achieved so far is unfortunately starting with what we've built. We've got the tipping chatting. The functionality is the basic functionality. Works on live pen. So it runs on live pen. They run feedback sometimes. That's like up to a million viewers a month. So we can handle the type of volume. It's decentralized. Deplatforming is very rare. We can just accounts if we have to, but that's what makes it special. You do it in chat, emails, there's equity in the chat for 2 years, but one day you say the wrong thing and you'll finish. Like maybe you're debagged, then demonetized. So
Okay, Brendan Sharp is a nice guy. Thank you so much for the opportunity, brother. But I think when I accept this fight, you should come here, at least try to test my guard and try to fight me 100%. And also, I really thank the Metaverse for the opportunity of having me here. Okay, I really hope again next time I can come here and show you guys what I came here to do. Was show you guys the most beautiful jiu-jitsu ever. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't make it happen for you guys. Cyborg, everyone. Good job, bro.
And then that point, that happens at infinite scale. meaning that certain political figures and political parties are saying, we're going to pay you, we'll pay you this, but I don't want you, you have to promote this idea. You have to give this person more attention. Take these streamers in, take this influencer in, make them big. That's how it works, but at a bigger level. That's the problem with being reliant on ad revenue. That's the idea of that's their biggest Achilles heel. Whoever pays you owns you. Whoever pays you will control you. It's a big part of it. Whereas SoulStake, essentially, we built a platform that's the viewers pay, yes, but they get thrills, they get access. They still get something out of it. If someone wants to pay for that, maybe they want to watch a boxing match between PVV and we've actually got that event. They pay X and they get what? Rumble Premium or YouTube Premium. We have Soul Pass, which means that you buy a Soul Pass for a year and you get access to the private streams. You get access to the events that we run. We're going to run events with big streamers. You imagine that you have a gated stream and you see one of the top 10 streamers in the world, and they can run a course where they can essentially, teach you how they got famous. They're things that are very high level, but they're difficult to learn. Because being famous is it's quite fickle. A lot of things have to happen, but a lot of things are happening on the back end. People really believe that they make a video and then you have an equal chance of going viral or something. They're doing a lot of things that the other person isn't doing. To actually go viral again and again and again. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to how the video is structured, a lot to how the marketing is done, a lot to the clipping teams, a lot of stuff behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that they do that they speak on that are encouraged by the algorithm. The algorithm is it picks certain things and certain ideas to go viral based on the marketing of behind it is funding it. That's the story. They have a specific message, and if you are to push that message forward, you're more likely to go viral. Whereas you can distract from the big picture message, you're not going to go viral. Actually, you're going to get the opposite. You're going to get shadowed and pushed out in the algorithm. That's a big thing. So our idea is that none of that stuff will happen. Everyone will have an equal share of an equal voice. There's no demand, no new platform. And our mentor in years is essentially we'll launch with which may be 50 streams. But our idea is also we want to have a level of quality control. We don't want to just have we don't want to have over 5,000 streams. What's the point of streaming if the audience isn't there? We want streamers who jump on and be like, oh wow, I had a really good experience. I got tipped, I got this, I got that. You're not going to have a good experience if there's too many streamers in the beginning. Because then the audience has to catch up. We have to catch up with promo, we have to calibrate, we have to catch up with marketing. But the idea is cross promotion. You're going to, our idea of getting streamers like a similar to Rumble, where they go in and they go in and tipping rate paid, they go to tip rate. My idea is that everyone who's accredited gets paid. And I know it's somewhat of a pipe dream. Not everyone can be paid the same. But everyone has to have their value return. If you're a streamer, you shouldn't be streaming for free. You're a streamer and maybe you make it something. If you're providing revenue, also these ideas.
Folks, look at this athleticism. Folks, look at this athleticism.
Everything is done immediate because it's at a protocol level. So if someone's on your link or you've referred them, or they've come through you, and then they give it, you're immediately get that very second.
Athletes who've ever had the opportunity to go
There's no customer. So the idea also is tipping is the same. If someone tips you, you're immediately getting the tip. You just go straight to the splitter. So essentially the protocol is a splitter where 40% gets burned. So 40% of all revenue, all the STV tokens that we essentially get back, gets burned. 35% goes to the stakers. Is it? Yeah, 30, 40, 30, 30, and then 30% goes to the treasury. So the burn mechanics are big, but then over a long time frame, we can burn 5 or 10% supply. So the idea is that, essentially our mechanics are too strong. That's the idea. To go a low circulating supply, long lockups, minimum tokens in existence. The creators keep tokens, but they're consistently selling, yes. But we also have a great big LP. So we'll have to be buying tokens. It's not an idea that I don't want to launch a shitcoin that fails. It can't fail. I already have that big name and already make a lot of money in crypto, so it's not going to be something that's going to be good for me. And I wouldn't launch it with that. So our idea of how we're going to get new creators isn't just getting an unlimited amount of creators, because that's pointless. We want to get the right ones. And it's not the right that you have a massive audience. For me, it's mostly motivation. Content, it sounds like you do content, so you know it very well. Content is tough. It's actually a really tough game to be in. I stream as well. I've streamed for years. I don't have a big account. I do a YouTube, maybe it gets 1,000 views, mostly on crypto. But it's a very hard game to do. It's very hard to turn the camera on every single day because sometimes you don't want it. And then you just don't want it. Like, it's like any job. Some people think they see Aiden Ross and they're like, it's so easy, you can get $1 million. But some days he doesn't want to stream. He has to do it, even though he doesn't want to do it. It's hard to come on and be excited and be fun and be this, because sometimes you just have a shit day. But also, it's understanding that streamers are people, and any time that you deal with celebrities or you deal with any of that, you're dealing with people, and you have to remember that they're people. So you can put influencers on contracts all day if you want, but they might not follow through with the name. I mean, some people don't get, like, you've got them on a contract and you're really right, and they don't care, that they don't abide by the contract. Like, some people, they don't give a shit about it, and you're trying to enforce it. Then if you're trying to enforce it, stop losing about it. So that's the idea. And then, and also with Vault, it sounds like they're doing very well. And the Blinko and all of that stuff is good. I've heard very good things. So, yeah, it's good to be on a stream with good people as well. And this is a good tribute to Toes, like the quality of questions and things coming in from you guys. It's good, and I really appreciate it. So, yeah, all questions can always be asked. I mean, I try to be as transparent as possible.
Is a strength and conditioning dynasty.
If you ever want to come over and have a look at our stream or something with us, you're welcome to. Our platform is quite transparent. I've already running some streams.
I'll definitely check out Stick and see how to go about it. Probably go live, try testing out and going. So I'll be ready Rabbi to ask questions. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I got a question. First of all, how dare you? Secondly, who do you think you are? Okay.
How does the subscriber section work? How does that contract work for them? Is there a subscription? Do they have their own rates, or is there a subscriber thing?
Yeah, they set their own rates, so it's all gated. There's different ways to do it. Because we sell soul passes as well, so imagine that, like, Rumble sells their account or YouTube sells it, it's to a certain level. Like, you can have, like, Rumble Lite, where you get access maybe to certain streams and certain things. Then you might have, like, Rumble Gold, kind of like Tinder. I don't know if people have used that. I've used it many years ago. But you have the Lite, the Mid, the High, you just get more access, right? It's kind of the same. And then all of the usage,
That system sucks.
verified subscribers that are actually watching your stuff, you get paid more. People are verified, the people are on Soul Plus, you accumulate more revenue. But there's certain amounts of ideas that you need a certain amount of tokens to watch certain streams. If you're a good tipper, the idea also is that we build the community side. So if you go wants to run an OnlyFans sort of thing, they can. Like, we have, you can upload videos, you can hide them behind certain payment laws. You can webcam, you can do private streams if you want, like one-to-one. Guy can do a one-to-one stream, then you're happy to pay someone who's very good at one specific thing to a one-to-one stream with them, where they kind of advise you or they give you tips. Something someone's running your community, they're running an advisor or mentor or something. And then you have no charge for that. But yeah, the idea is that you have a wall that you kind of, so you know that you're dealing with prospects that are kind of going to pay you something. Because also we have to pay the info as well. The infrastructure costs on live pay. You've got to pay more per user that's actually watching the stream. So people are watching the stream and we have 100,000 viewers. No one's really tipping or no one's really doing anything. It's not good for the platform either. Like, over the long run, you want, you need people who are engaging. That's why the platform itself is built to be engaging. It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could say somewhat of a dopamine factory. Like, it really is. I mean, our idea also is when we run ads on the platform, but they're just internal ads. So that you might have a creator or someone who's a streamer, and they want to pay to be in the corner of your stream. Like, they want to cross-promote into your stream, so they can. Like, if you're happy to do it, you're happy to be paid. And also, maybe you want to be paid by the gambling arm. Like, maybe you're happy with it to put our ad in the corner, so if someone clicks that, they can play, like, Uber or whatever it is, and then you're paid to also market. So all the ads are internal versus the ads that are external, ads that I've got external. So that's the idea. We're also building AI components to it as well. So we're building AI for the chatting. So that, I don't know, you're a streamer and you can just have a certain amount of certain things come up. You don't have to sit there and reply to every single message if you don't want. You can put, like, a script up, and then, the chat has to abide by the script, and it moderates it and does all this stuff, so you don't have to do it yourself. Because moderating your chat while you're streaming is not that easy. Sometimes it can just be spam or shit that you don't want to see. And specifically with crypto, if someone starts posting grain or wallets up or some sort of issue, it can be a big problem. So all that stuff needs to be moderated. We'll also build an AI component likely that builds AI software so that creators can scale infinitely if we want. So imagine that you're a webcam producer or you're an OFM or something like that, and then you want to produce AI models, but you produce the software for them. We have AI developers there. And then you can have an infinite scale. So it goes to extreme. But she exists in an infinite space. Like 1,000 people can do one-to-ones with her if they want. Our outlays are extremely low. So it's really the product's an infinite scale. Imagine that you're a famous influencer in some way, and then you want to sell your likeness so that it can be replicated with AI, so then you can be in an infinite amount of places at once. You don't have to film anymore. Like, that's the game. Eventually, Logan Paul's and places like that, they'll be an infinite scale. Someone will just come and be like, Logan Paul, we'll buy your likeness and we can produce you again in every podcast that exists. And he would just be like, okay, now I can just sit on the beach with my content game is over. Because the AI has caught up. The AI has caught up in the faces, the visuals, but it hasn't caught up in the voices and the talking and the temperament. We give it 2 or 3 years and that'll all be finished. Like the old days, like Rogan will exist and it'll only do it because he's like a boom and furious. But he don't have to in a few years. You can just have his pod and it just looks like he's doing podcast, but really he's just sitting in the Bahamas somewhere. Doesn't have to.
I was just listening to the tech is in place and
Okay.
I got bacon. It's a reminder, it was just calling in, we're speaking with SoulSnake.tv. Here says what we were just speaking about. This is his decentralized streaming platform. You can check it out now. It is live at SoulSnake.tv. So you don't have to just listen to us. You can actually go explore the site. If you're interested, he's here. Well, ask questions. He's pretty upfront and honest about what he's built here.
What up, Zoot? How you living, pimp? Zoot, that's what I want. How you living?
I had to go out for a birthday dinner, but most of my friends met James McCann tonight.
Oh, okay. And what did they say about him?
Oh, they just got photos of James McCann.
Doug, why didn't you fucking go?
I had birthday dinner.
All right, well, you could have, like, gone to both, couldn't you?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Anyway, Rabbi,
Doug,
I found out something mind-blowing today.
what was that, big
This
man?
is gonna blow your mind.
I want to hear it.
The CIA have released like papers on what human consciousness is.
Okay. What is it, Zoot?
They're basically saying consciousness is a hologram, like consciousness, like your body is a hologram and it's not attached to your consciousness is like attached to different dimensions, and your body is just a hologram that you live in, like a vessel and a hologram that you live in.
Okay.
And then it goes on to say consciousness might be like mind uploading, but a consciousness could just be mind uploaded into a simulation. Goes on to say that.
Okay, dog.
And these are CIA documents.
Okay.
I need to find them. You like be fucking mind blowing when you find them.
Okay.
Do you care?
I mean, I'm listening to you. There's nothing I can really do about it.
Do you trust the CIA documents that like just came out?
I don't trust the CIA at all.
That have been like this has been classified information for the last like 40 years.
I don't trust the CIA at all.
You don't?
No, dog. If you know who William Colby is, the former director of the CIA, director of Central Intelligence, he stated that the CIA's goal will be completed when everything that the American public believes is a lie. And then he was killed on a boat. He drowned. So, Zoot, all your friends got to meet your hero?
I'm here.
Dog, this motherfucker is the biggest influence on your life. So they got pictures with him. What did they say about him? Did they say he was cool?
Yeah.
What else did they say about him? Did they say he was funny?
Yep.
What else did they say about him?
But his show's on now.
His show is on now?
Yeah.
On what?
As we speak. He's performing right now.
On what?
He had a secret show after Real Comedy.
No way.
Yeah.
And you weren't able to go?
No.
All right. Well, how was your birthday dinner?
Fine.
Did you have fun?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going tomorrow night though.
To James McCann's thing?
I don't know if he's gonna be at this one. I think so.
Okay. If you meet him, are you going to masturbate on him?
Yeah, why not?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moodang got to meet him.
Who the fuck is Moodang?
Have you ever have you ever put an Uber?
Have I ever gotten an Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No, that's not Moodang. Sorry, Moodang's black.
Doug, do you recognize that no one knows what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to see James McCann maybe at the Rhino Room tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay, why do you say maybe?
Because he might not be there. He might be there.
I mean, doesn't he say if he's going to be there or not?
These are secret shows.
Oh, okay. Why are they so secret?
What?
Yeah.
Because the venue's not that big and they don't want the venue's not that big and they don't want like everyone there.
Okay. Do you think potentially that James McCann will ask you to come up on stage and make out with him?
Maybe his wife won't be happy about that.
All right, but she might understand. She's with the legend Zoot. He'd be with the legend Zoot.
Oh, Rabbi, I came out with new material.
Is it clean?
You know, Bill Cosby had all of Bill Cosby's material was clean and he turned out to be a rapist, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So what's your material? Let's hear it.
Would you trust Bill Cosby to tell a joke to a kid?
Yep, because he told like 1 billion of them on the Cosby Show.
But would you trust him to tell a joke to a kid now?
Yep.
But he's blind and deaf, so probably like it's probably harmless if he's blind and deaf. It's still got a bad reputation.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he could tell a joke without like raping somebody.
I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Zoot, you want to know how
Maybe
many?
that's just
Zoot, you want to know how many followers on Twitter I have?
what?
3,487. I've gotten that in 75 days.
My joke isn't clean. It's more of a skit.
All right, let's fucking hear it, dog.
So, Rabbi,
I'm waiting.
have you ever
This joke sucks already. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you.
do you have that days where you think of like things you could have said to someone, like you replay conversations in your mind and you think of, oh, I should have said that to someone?
Rarely.
Yeah, I have those all the time. And my math teacher, when I was 15 years old, asked me, why didn't you do your math homework? And to be honest with you, because my life ambition is to do cocaine and hookers every day. And I don't think doing that math homework is going to pay off and get me there.
Is this your joke?
There's more to it than this.
Okay, what's the rest of it?
I played, even though I did get an A on that math with the math homework, I don't think my life turned out exactly like it planned. And this sucks. Rabbi.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry, the enthusiasm in my voice when I'm talking to you and telling this joke just doesn't sound funny because it sucks.
Okay.
The content could be funny, but there's no enthusiasm because of the way you're reacting.
I mean, what do you want me to do, dog? It's not funny. I'll react any way you want. If it's funny, I'll be like, oh, that's fucking hilarious. You can't rely on your audience to make your joke funny. It doesn't work that way. It works. You make the audience laugh, and then they react. I mean, come on, man. You know that. That's comedy 101, baby.
I'm talking about cocaine and hookers.
I know, but it's just like it's a line that's been used so much. It's not a new thought. It's not creative.
Has it been for?
Dog, it's like a Futurama. It's like at least a Futurama meme. I'll make my own whatever, insert whatever with cocaine and hookers or blackjack and hookers or something. Hit me with it, Zoot.
Would you rather hang around someone if you were trying to become successful in life and you wanted to live a high luxury lifestyle? Would you rather take advice from a year 9 maths teacher or someone who does cocaine and hookers all day, every day? Like they don't even skip Christmas. They don't even skip Christmas. 365 days a week. I don't even know the maths behind what they're spending. Like maybe like 2 to 3 grand a day. Maybe even some days 5K. Maybe even some days 20K when they getting the premium hookers? Or would you rather take advice from a math teacher?
What if the math teacher is the one
Yeah.
who's doing all the cocaine? Now that's funny.
Now that actually,
Yeah, that's funny, dog.
yeah, but my math teacher was gay. So,
He was gay,
yeah,
so he could have gay hookers.
gay hooker. Is this a P. Diddy party?
No, dog. You know what a gay hooker is.
Yeah, I know. But like, P. Diddy had gay hookers at his party.
He did. He had gay hookers at his party.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoo, what is your joke?
It's not good.
What is your joke?
There is no joke.
I thought you were telling me a joke.
Oh, this is the premise.
Okay, your premise is it funnier if you have your ninth grade teacher tell you financial advice, or would you rather have someone who does hookers and blow all day, every day, 365 days a year, tell you financial advice? That's your premise, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you find that this is a funny premise?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the joke?
What's the joke?
Yes, sir.
It's just the premise.
Okay.
Hey, Rabbi,
Yeah, baby.
do you trust the media?
What'd you say, big dog?
Do you trust the media?
Some things.
How are you going to feel about them when they discover you and they're writing all this bullshit about you?
Dog, what are they gonna say that's bad about me? That I'm the sexiest motherfucker of all time? All I do is promote the corporatocracy. All I do is promote big business. So I'm actually their biggest ally. I literally digest media 24/7. Like, I don't turn it off when I sleep. I'm their poster child of what they want people to be, which is literally sit in front of a screen 24 hours a day and consume. That's all they want people to do. I'm like I am their perfect example of what they want the future to be. I'm on social media more than any other person. All I do is consume their advertising. All I do is basically rep their advertisers. What's not for them to love? And on top of that, anybody who writes some hit piece, whatever it is, let's say they say Rabbi is not good for the culture of the world because they I don't know. I mean, I think I am good for the culture of the world. So, but whatever it is, I'll just be like, that's your opinion, man. I have 1,000 fucking YouTube accounts that people are watching right now. Nobody's reading your fucking paper. Nobody reads papers anymore. You're a joke. Get the fuck out of here. I will seriously just go through and be like, all right, you're making an article about me. I'm going to make 15 videos about you. I'll destroy anybody in my path. But generally, I'm very nice to people. I'm very kind. I give people the benefit of the doubt. They're going to love me. I stay out of politics generally. I do my best to avoid taking sides. I am someone who literally consumes all day, every day, what they put out. And I comment on it generally pretty positively. The things that I don't like, if anything, the things that I will critique and I think will make the world better are the technical challenges that occur while live streaming your life or being on social media. There are a lot of app crashes. There are a lot of upload failures. There aren't mirrored apps between iOS and Android. Those are really important things to me. I want to improve technology. And they're going to see. What up, Zoo? I mean, you just interrupt people mid-sentence. Go ahead.
Do you want to say the funniest thing you've ever seen?
What is it, Zoo?
You on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you on your phone? Can you on YouTube on your phone?
I can be on YouTube on my phone. What do you want?
Can you look up my friend? Okay. Trying to find the video. Can you type in Henry Wilson eats banana?
Just for a moment.
Henry Wilson eats banana.
Okay.
Can you see the video? Has 5.1K views.
Okay. Just one moment, dog.
What are you doing?
Responding to a message of risers. All right, now I'm looking at your thing. Okay, so what do I have to look up with this banana person?
Henry Wilson eats banana.
Is this the funniest thing I've ever seen?
Yeah.
If it's not, Zoot, I'm gonna be pissed. Henry Wilson eats banana. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of shit on Sir Henry Wilson. Is it man eats banana with skin?
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to teach you all how to really eat a banana. You get feeling, just put it right down. I'm not teaching you how to lick it down. Yeah, guys. Beautiful. Man. This makes you really get the skin into it, you know. Oh, yeah. And if you want to subscribe, just do it. If you don't want to,
Gotcha.
don't worry about it. But yeah,
Yep.
you can subscribe and maybe like the channel. If you don't like it, maybe just hit the dislike button. Cheers.
Rabbi, are you watching?
Yeah, that was the absolute biggest waste of my time you've ever given me.
He's a comedian from Adelaide.
Well, he's not very funny.
I'll tell you something about him.
What are you going to tell me
He
about
has
him?
a personality. He has a personality where he says funny shit off stage. Like, he's one of those comedians that everyone knows at the venue, but like not for like his content, but for the things he says when he's not on stage, because he just does the same fucking routine over and over for the last 3-4 years.
40 seconds, man. Be so fast, bro. Yeah, how's it going? I'm gonna be super fast.
If I told you that guy right there opened for James McCann, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I mean, James McCann probably needs people to be able to like basically follow him, or I should say open for him, so he gave that guy a chance.
That was before he went to the US, like 2019, 2020.
I mean, here's the thing.
Mega famous.
Here's the thing. That guy ate a banana with the skin on, which I get could be funny, but he wasn't really funny when he did it.
Oh, he's eaten a banana with the skin on multiple times.
Okay, I mean, but it's not. He's not like funny about it. He's not like reacting to it. He's just like, oh, there's a squid in my mouth. Oh, he's not saying, oh, this is delicious. I don't know why people don't do this. You know, I'm going to have to go to the animal kingdom and teach apes how to eat their bananas just like this because they're really missing out. Nobody's doing that.
So his distant cousin is Charles Darwin as well.
All right. Well, he hasn't evolved into anything funny. Zoot, how many of your friends got to meet James McCann?
Like 20 of them.
Holy fuck, man! You. Oh man, you could have met the man. Doug, he met everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a good feeling you're gonna meet him on the secret show, and you're gonna say Rabbi Rothschild is the person who introduced me to you. He streams his life 24/7, and he's one of your biggest fans. And then James McCann's gonna be like,
James McCann would be interested in you.
"Fuck yeah!" I would be like, I know somebody who's watched every Kill Tony appearance you've ever been on and critiqued all of them on their live stream. Not only that, but he introduced me to you, and he's American, and he introduced you, an Australian comedian, to me, an Australian. You could be like, literally, all this person does 24/7 is watch stand-up comedy, and has for basically the last 4 years, in addition to like other podcasts and stuff. He's watched you on Joe Rogan. He's watched you on Kill Tony. He's watched your regular stand-up, and he's a big fan. And one day he's gonna blow up, and then you're gonna blow up even bigger than you are currently. He's gonna say that's tight as fuck, and then he's gonna give you some kind of gang sign handshake, and then he's gonna be on his way.
That's in the pub.
You're going into the pub?
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy yourself. What up, girl?
And bro, I'm here. Earlier, bro, thank you for being here, man. Just be here every day, bro. Yesterday you missed the space. I got a list. Alright, let's fucking move on, boys. We got AJ. Did AJ speak or no? Alright, I think he hasn't spoken yet. Yo, AJ, we can't hear you still, fam. If you can talk, bro, go right ahead. Alright, yeah, his mic has some issues or something, bro. Alright, let's move on. I got Glitchcraft Studio. Go ahead, bro. You got 30 seconds, man. Alright, you're rugging me too, but I don't mind. I've been rugged too much in that ranges, bro. So let's get more people up, man. Let's get... We got Aura. Let's bring just everyone up, bro. Damn, we got almost 100 requests, bro. What the fuck? Where's Aura? Where's Aura? Come on, bro. Just go faster, bro. Yo, by the way, guys, we got a 1,000 giveaway from Zolstick TV. I pinned it to the top of the space. Make sure you click on it, like, retweet, drop a comment, tag your friends, whatever you want to do, just do. And I will be announcing the winners right after they pay the winners in our space, or I'm gonna quote tweet or whatever, bro. Every giveaway I quote, I will announce the winner. The winner is 2 boys. So make sure interact with the pink tweet on the fucking space, like, retweet, tag your friends, and you might win $100, bro. It's 10 winners, $100 each, $1,000 total, bro. Yesterday they paid also 10 winners, $1,000. So you guys might make tons of fucking money just by interacting with people who I interact with and who I partner with, bro. Just be in every space, bro. We got spaces from Monday to Thursday, every fucking day. Let's fucking move on. We got reality in here. Reality, you got 30 seconds, bro. Go ahead. Alright, he doesn't want to speak. Yo, blog, you got 30 seconds, bro. Go ahead, man. Yo, can you
guys hear him or not? We hear you, bro, but we cannot hear the new speakers.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Vlog, are you? We see you guys unmuting the mic. I think I saw AJ do that as well. Vlog did that as well, but we're not.
Somebody's cooking the fucking space servers or what? Somebody got the DDoS up.
I don't know. No, bro, we can hear you. What do you mean? We can hear you. Vlog, can you speak now? No, we can.
I think it's new speakers, right? Like people that you approving.
Yeah, it seems like it, bro. Let me try to bring another one up and test that shit. But guys, I'm gonna announce the first 3 winners in 2 minutes. Aris, can you hear me? Aris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I don't know why, like, X has had this problem for years. This is like, it seems like it's such a simple thing to fix, but I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see. Toes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's their mics, bro. It's not X.
Yo, what's up, bro? How are you, man?
Yo, we just chilling, bro. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds, bro. Let's cook. I see you every day here. Good fucking shit, bro. You're locked in.
Yo, appreciate you. It's always a pleasure to be here. Appreciate you, calls. You're a fucking Chad, man. You're a fucking legend. Because see a lot of people in the building, DMS, Dog, a lot of people, Melissa, Yoki Dog, Joker, legends in the building. So I appreciate you guys. I'm here to also, whenever you guys grinding every single fucking day, we lock the fucking guys. So stay away from distraction, guys. Just lock the fucking 2026. We're gonna be there. Yeah. We all gonna make it this fucking year. So I appreciate you, man, for bringing me up here. Type me up to stay. Lock the fucking guys. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me here, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Have a good one, bro. Let's move on and see what Odetta. Yo, Odetta, how you doing?
I'm cool, man. Big ups to you, those GM to everybody. GM to DMS, Dog, Yoki Dog, Scanny. Shout out to you, man. Wise, Harris,
Dog, I hate these people when they do this. This is the worst. Just talk.
Soul Steak TV, yeah. Sorry, every other person in this needs to go to you guys. Lovely space you hold it.
Dog, shut the fuck up and tell us about yourself.
Kingstad's is sleeping, bro. He been locked the fuck in for 2 weeks now. So,
on Lockwood, right?
Yeah, Front. He is sick right now, bro.
Dog, I would throw this motherfucker out. I'd be like, I gave you 30 seconds. Next person.
So we'll get him here very soon. I will get Kingstad's and Gambino back in here, bro. Gambino is one of the biggest step on the Clan Bad Boys. And I will get these people back up, bro, very soon to here. So we will have big ass companies, big ass devs, big ass platforms. I might get Axiom or Ledger or all of these big ass companies to our spaces, bro. Just stay tuned, man. Every day we are getting bigger and bigger, bro. I have big fucking plans for 2026. Just lock the fucking and don't miss any fucking space. It's only 2 hours, bro. Wake up and lock the fucking boys. And that's all, bro. We're gonna move on and check what DM's got for us. Yo, DM, how you doing, bro? Yo, what up, man? Yo, DM, okay, go ahead.
Dog, shut the fuck up and just go. None of this GM shit. Just fucking talk.
That makes decentralized projects feel alive. My content usually have a blend of education, community insight, and also my staff perspective. So I'm here to connect. I'm here to also show myself and to put a voice to my account. So I follow back WhatsApp and I engage with my mutuals. So you follow back. If I follow you and you follow me, also follow back. Thank you very much for passing the mic over to me. I'll give it back to you now.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for being here, man. You follow me here, but you don't follow me, bro. I still love you and respect you, bro. Let's move on. Thank you for being here, bro. We fucking love you, man. Look the fuck in, bro. We just got up on, where is it? I need Web3. You have 30 seconds to show us what you got. Go ahead.
Look at you. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I
He was on your podcast recently. What? Who's on the planet of Creator? Hollywood now.
Well, we can't hear you, bro. You can bring that bubble closer to you. That bubble phone is
Pretty good on camera, pretty good on the radio. Yeah, good.
I think we got the biggest guy in the space with us right now. We got Victor, bro. Victor, how you doing, bro? Victor, you got the badge of Don't Watching, bro. That's a huge, bro. What the fuck? GMK.
Damn.
The legend just followed me as well. Thank you so much, bro. How you doing, bro? I'm doing good, thank you. And yes, I'm a member of Dawn Foundation, Global Creative Lead, and part of the core marketing team as well. So happy to be here today. I'm actually seen your space quite a few times, and it's been very interesting to see the amount of talent you attract here, guys. And one thing I wanted to mention is not to shield anything. You can go to my timeline and discover things yourself if you like. But if you are looking for the job in Web3, please check out Tom Jobs portal, because we do have some positions available, and we do have incredible talent in this space. So take a look at this, and thank you guys for having me. I love the discussion you bring up and how many people you help and how much talent you attract here. So I want to just stop by and say hi to you. And if anyone interested in what's happening in Atomic Assistant, just check my page. That will be easier than me shilling to you. I'm not the need for this. Thank you. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Bro, you got a huge ass badge, bro. Respect, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been with the Top Foundation almost 2 years at this point. And it's been a journey indeed. And we'll continue to be in the position. This is the one thing recently I've been taking off a lot of frequency is the collections market. But it's due to integration with its own. There's lots of integration to have. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and pay the first one. We paid the first 3 winners right now. We just paid for one. Man, what do you guys think?
Stay attentive to your I see a lot of allegiance here, man. I'm glad to be here, actually. I am EME's host. EM is for projectile values experience. That's how many times I decided to go to next year. I'm also excited for social media markets. So that's right.
The uppercut that started off, perfect timing there, and then threw him to the ground. What I was most impressed with was his ability to mount dog. I mean, he just showed incredible ground game.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man.
That we really haven't
Fucking
seen
day,
this
bro.
before.
You don't follow
The
me
ability to control the mountain, it could possibly be because of the ground pound he landed. When he's the end, full back mount, flat down, landing big shots.
We are locked in, bro. Like most of the people that is in here today, all of them are joining every day. We got even bigger stage today. We got 1,500
Gifting went great.
That's insane, man.
You know, I caught a little
I'm so
flat
glad that
for
I'm
the
back
trash
to
talk
this
tonight.
my whole team
Take
is in here,
notes,
bro.
you dummy.
We gotta move on and
Take
make another
fucking notes for the rest of these guys.
How we doing, bro?
When you have 2 title fights ahead of you, you want people
Yo,
talking about
yo,
your fight.
Doz, thank you so much for
with the
bringing me
Josh
up.
Brown
I
fight,
really
it's like, guys,
appreciate you.
Travis doesn't talk
Yeah,
that. He just doesn't.
G,
That's not
what's
his
up, bro?
MO.
Dog,
So like, guys,
hey, baby,
I can
shout out
mark
to
you
you
this fight
guys. You guys
somehow.
are really
I
doing
wasn't on
well.
the countdown for the
And
UFC.
I would not like
So
to take much
the way
time.
I put
I'm
a
a graphic
package
designer.
together, and I do this
I'm
myself,
community
I pitch to a
moderator, content
sponsor, do a
creator,
countdown
also
video
an
on us,
artist.
we'll release
And
it,
I'm still
and
looking
then
forward to
we'll
connect with
get some
everybody in
hype
the
around
house
that
who
way.
wants to connect
So
with
when
me.
you break down
And
Travis Brown,
I'll
it's like, guys,
definitely connect back.
how do we get
Much
people
love to you
excited about
guys.
this?
Thank you so
All right,
much.
do we make fun of Travis' skills?
Much love and
No,
thank
he's
you
one of
for
the best in
being
the world.
here,
He's one of the
bro.
very best guys in the world. Fucking 6'6", 245 pounds. 6'7". Can't make fun of that, right? We're not gonna make fun of that. So what is the one thing we can point out? Well, he switched camps.
You're rugging me all good, much love and respect. Let's get more people out, bro. Alright. We got Anuj here. Yo, Dragon, how you doing, bro? You got 30 seconds, Dragon.
No, he's one of the best in the world. He's one of the very best guys in the world. He's fucking 6'6", 245 pounds. 6'7". Can't make fun of that, right? You're not gonna make fun of that. So what is the one thing we can point out? Which can. The only reason we're getting talking super sensitive about that. So we attack that. Attack Edmund, attack Travis on that. We get a huge response, do we not? Edmund talks about Travis gets offended. Now people are interested in the fight. And then when we get to weigh, so now you were talking even more about the fight and we can feel watching the fight. All that is selling the fight. So I just remember talking to Mario, like, do not stop it, man. And stop it. And in the back in the locker room, he goes, listen, if you're in trouble, you communicate to me, I'm going to let you go. And we said that, usually I would never talk to the fight, because I don't want to watch in the face. I never talked to him. That's why I talked to him, to get through that round.
Yo, Anuj, go ahead, man. Jim, everybody.
Even more about the fight, and then we can go to watch the fight. All that is selling the fight. So I just remember talking to Mario, being like, do not stop it, man, and then stop it. And in the back in the locker room, he goes, listen, if you're in trouble and you communicate to me, I'm going to let you go. So that, usually I would never talk to him fight, because I don't want to get blocked in the fucking face. I remember talking to him. That's why I talked to him, to get through that round.
I'm checking your account, bro. You've been active on my ex account for a long time, and I'm glad to announce
when there's no damage. I get that. I'm with you, Jerry. 100%. Usually you should stop the fight. But if a fighter's communicating clearly to you, I think you have to take it case by case. Like, homeboy's talking to me while defending himself.
Ron and I started talking throughout the summer, and I'll say now that we are together, she's my woman and I'm her man, so there's no boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, there's no dating, we're together.
Well, congratulations on that.
Actually, it's my birthday right now. Oh my God, bro. It's Yaki birthday, bro. Yo, Fuji, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stage, bro. Yo, Fuji. And if it's your birthday, get a driving license or your passport ready to prove it, okay? Yo, Fuji, how you doing, bro?
I'm going good. DM you, Doug. DM to UBMs. DM to everyone up here in the speaker section. Well, I just came up here to say hi to you guys. I think I have Doug's notifications and B1's notifications up. So I just shoot you a follow as well, Thomas.
So yeah, go back, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Up and down, but that's okay, because we're big bandits, big.
If you want to show, if you want to say anything, just go ahead, bro.
Alright, so yeah, I am an active reply guy, and I am with 3 space and transcript spaces.
Up and down, but that's okay, because we're big bandits, yeah! Got another big bandit in the house, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rogan. Hey, dude, I didn't write one, all right? I don't interrupt my introduction, bro. I'm watching you today as I'm watching the fight.
100%, bro. I got you. Yo, guys, there's a giveaway going on. There's a $500 giveaway that's going to be for 10 winners. Taz has only picked 1 winner so far. There's going to be 9 more people that are max engagers for him, that show up for Taz on a daily basis. He has given away so many before in the previous space again with $1,500 to 30 people, fam. We've seen it happen live, so do well to connect with Taz, turn on his notifications, drop comments in the profile. I mean, of course, he's going to support back the people that support him the most, right? And this happens on a daily basis, fam. Look at all these connections that you can be making with everyone on the stage. Victor, he's got a badge a ton. Taz has a badge with Axiom, bro. Joker has a badge, bro. Yucky Duck's gold account, bro. They've got 18 affiliates, bro. Gold 777, bro. Gold account. Wise. Gold account. Look at his account 7. Duck, bro. With a badge, we can be connected with everyone. Premium Plus accounts.
very dangerous place to do.
Yeah.
You're smart too. The problem with smart
Bro, I
people
like
is
to emphasize this because, you know, when you guys follow us, smaller accounts or basic premium accounts, bro, it gives us a boost, especially with people with badges, bro. When you guys follow people back, you know, you're helping a lot of the smaller accounts get into the algorithm. You know, otherwise you would have to work so much harder. You know, it gives us the score, X account the score. That we need to get, you know. And also, bro, if you're not monetized, if you need the 500 verified followers, press that button, come up on this base. It's literally how I started my X journey. I hit the request button, and bro, I went from 200 followers to 500 plus 550 or something like that, right? And then in one space, man, it was a space like this, smaller than this actually. So if you are having 500 verified followers, come up on this stage. We will follow you. You know, tell us what you got cooking. You know, make connections, and it can go a long way, bro. I know Taz and I have connected since I was at like 5,000 followers, way early in like March or so. You know, so many space that I've connected in my early next shifts. I'm getting called right now, as you guys can tell. I'm gonna go attend to that. Do you mind taking over, Phil?
Not a problem, man. Shit, when I go around the state, you got a couple of speakers up here. Had a weird
how you got coming up, how much time you're taking in training, when does damage start to show up?
We've heard, but I have not really much to share with you beside the fact that you know, there is a lot ongoing in the ecosystem. I won't be able to feed it into the 30 seconds because it's a massive ecosystem integrated into Telegram. So, you know, it's like what? I need to explain to you first, like, what the integration is like, what is happening, if there's 1,000 different things. And, you know, I have something better. If you're curious of the stats, what's really going on, just check my post. That will be most valuable. But yeah, I'm absolutely stunned for the future of Tone this year. And last year, we've been expanding in the US market. This year, we're continuing to focusing on aligning ourselves with the community, and it's been tremendous growth, especially in the collectible sector and the gaming sector, which has bottomed in the last few months of the last year and been on the rise ever since. But that's just a little bit. And many people start to pay attention and tweet about us quite frequently, including Crash, Whale, and many other people. They are not paid, they're just curiously posting about what's happening here. And Plush Pep has been exploding, which is, I think, top 5 or top 6 most expensive NFT collection across all chains, and it continues to dominate. And the reason why it's integrated directly in the Telegram interface, and you can utilize your gift to into your banner, to your profile. If you're curious, BMS or TOS, I can actually send you one so you could test it out and see how it looks like. Just DM me your Telegram username.
So you think, bro, I think we should get Tom Rock and I think I should get my name, bro. We gotta work on that very soon.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm stuck in the
Yeah, I mean, that's not
my TG on my bio, bro. Just click on it and hit me DM.
there's a
Or
certain
just
amount
DM
of
me
bridge between
and I'm
you
gonna
and the very
shoot you
best
a DM,
possible
bro.
world.
Alright, let's move on.
I don't know if you can cross that bridge.
We got BG
That's
on
the
the space
reality
with the
of life.
optional code, PFP.
You
Go
know,
ahead,
like
you
what,
got 30
when you look
seconds.
at your fight with Andre Arlovski,
Yo, what's good? Yeah, I saw the space. I saw
look
the
at your
in the space.
performances and reactions, not what you think you're capable of, not what you know you're capable of, because the best, but you have to judge it just by your performances inside the
I
octagon.
like what you guys are doing. Basically, it's about 20 minutes here. I'm reaching all these spaces. My journey in Web3 so far has been like 5 years. I'm not listening. From like 5 years so far, I support older dogs. I also help people get just say let me come up and say hi. I gave you a follow. Everyone speak up. I know.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for being here, man. I just
Yeah, I
followed
mean,
you
like,
back
it's
and
not
make
a
sure
fight
we
there
every day from Monday to Tuesday. We got spaces at the same time every day. And we got 2 eyes on the space. Go ahead, man.
There's a
All
certain
be
amount
around
of
you, but
bridge
in the
between you and
What
the
the
very
fucking
best
time to be alive is fucking great.
And I don't know if
James,
you
you
can cross
toss,
that bridge.
James.
That's
James,
the
I just have to
reality
fucking
of
say
life.
James. Nice.
You
You
know,
can let me
like
on the
what
space with
you
you.
look at your
What
fight
is
with
your
Andre
for
Arlovski,
7-7?
you
I am
fight with
fucking very
Brown,
appreciative.
look
I'm
at
happy
your
with watching your
not
product and what you came up with. You turn out picture and as a streamer and I'm looking to get on to your side and jump with you, okay? Be on with you on stream. Like, we love content creators, right? So, definitely get that DMs because, about you to the timeline. Nice to have you on the screens and thank you for having me on the space. Yeah, it's
Caught him with the elbow drop. He's dazed. Yep. Good leg forward. He's having it is all over. Big Ben Rothschild by knockout. The reality of Prokop is I'm a huge Prokop fan. Prokop has taken this space.
So my name is Alan.
He seems on there. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. He's got good fights. You know, the Chris Tucker fight was very impressive. You're a very good fighter. That's not the issue. The issue is, can you become a champion? Can't become a champion. Are you comfortable with getting knocked out 4 or 5 times over the 5 or 6 years?
It's not just an act.
That is a possibility. It's a possibility. It might not happen. It might be okay, but it also might happen. It might
elections. And even this situation here. And the best part of it all is that others of this card gets 10% lifetime discount to normal brand name on our store. So, and some card also comes with redeemable value. This card can be redeemed once a month or to unlock utility. For example, there's some random cards that worth like $70, $60. When minted, the holders can redeem it for sold. What's the amount? Another card gives you access passes, entry to real life events or real life events. So only single trying to reward loyal community members, protect our holders, and build an ecosystem that can go with three communities. But not just that, we're trying to turn the black fellas into 2 floating brand. Down to really appreciate you, tours, PMs, and dog. And that being said, love is an OG creator. Black fellas, shadow,
just like there's a real
much love, thank you for
real obvious what you guys did. That's another world-class fighter. He's completely unpredictable. Completely creative. That's not what you're doing.
Like, jeez, it's so hard with the exit. I know everyone probably stressing you out, Todd. I was nearly some of the DMs. I was nearly turned into a crybaby myself. And then I just felt like, Mac, listen, Todd, there's a Chad, exit. There's a reason. There must be a reason. So I do apologize when you were starting to get everyone, because I know how it is. As a host, as a dev, as a founder, anything in life, guys, is always going to be creative. And you know that, Todd. And you know what you do now, Todd? I know you skirt past them in that Lambo, don't you, bro? I love doing it in the E350, bro. I love it, bro. I just doxed my car, which I wasn't going to do. I love doing it. There's an undercover friend that lives near me, right? And he is a hater, bro. And I'm not saying the whole story, right? But for a whole month, I literally will spend every day and every night by that guy's house. He would beg him anyway, to lock back in the project that you had up here earlier. I did a little bit of my research, and Soul State earlier. That's why I call it on her in front of them. Sorry, Soul State. I should say hello to you. I'm very rude. I'm not going to do a whole speech now, though. This is Soul State's space, so I'm not going to steal the night tonight. In fact, I'd like to start, Todd. Can I ask Soul State a question? Alright, so I will introduce myself, otherwise you just like use this random little wizard thing that's like talking to me. I've developed a few projects myself, and I've recently super locked in with AI to the degree that I'm building my own LLMs. And you know, the ones that even consumer grade AMs, I put over LLMs, I put over like 2,000 hours in the Grok, bro. Like I'm not gonna dox which one, but one of the iterations, my thing, like if I put it in a businessman's hand yesterday, and I've got a bit of an announcement later, but I'm not
not going to steal your thunder. So I'll be after, like at the end of the show, guys. I'm not going to steal any thunder. So my question anyway, because I'm going to digress. My question was, because I've been studying at Duke and all this stuff now, I'm really up to with AI. Are you kind of doing anything with AI, or are you focusing solely on, you know, the front end? I don't want to know your secret sauce, because I'm sure you got some things. I don't want to know your workflow. But is that a part of your project, or are you separating them and just focusing on community, you know, getting the money back in their hands, the ownership? I love what you say there. I was saying to Todd in the back end, he's begging for some good questions here, because I can tell you're a knowledgeable guy. And are you more, the second part of it, I know I've asked about, I'll land the plane on this. Are you, so I know what question to ask if I'm going to ask anymore. Are you like the founder, runner, like what I was to begin with, or are you a dev founder, like what's your technical knowledge, if you don't know?
Hey mate, it's good to hear from you. I would assume that you're from the UK. You're very like theatrical. You're a very good speaker. Like you're very engaging. You're a very engaging speaker. You're a very engaging speaker, which is good to hear. It's good
So why don't you just suck his dick?
Able to develop and also be a speaker is rare, but also
people, I bet say Australia, New Zealand, like close to that.
Yeah, Australia, where you from?
Yeah, Christ, mate, I should have got that right. Fucking up, sorry. I'm actually from Australia, and I just got an English accent. I love Australia.
No, brilliant. Yeah, so, in AI space, I mean, of course, we would love to have a chat with that, because we're also building, we're building an AI chat. So essentially, when people stream, they don't want to manage the chat. If they don't want to, we're running different scripts. And, so essentially, they can kind of be a little bit more relaxed. Like, it can be an AI moderator that does the chat. If girls want a webcam, then they don't have to sit there and reply. They can just focus on webcam.
I've got some outros, but what I'm going to do for you is what I do different to other people. I'm not a KOL, I'm a dev. Follow them, look at my followers. I have many people I'm following, so I'm just a guy that likes to do the building, yeah? But if I spoke to you now and people say, you know, Thomas, do you know how many people that I'm going to help you in the back end, right? Just send me 2,000 or give me 2%. Then what I do, I'm going to help any project. I'll only help when I like anyway, and I'll just come and help them if it's helpful. That's cool. Like, I've helped someone. Like, you shouldn't have to help in this space because I'm going to get paid, in my opinion. Because if you have to do that, you're not backing yourself. Because if you're backing yourself, you'll be either building or part of any project. Like I heard Soul State talk about their reward programs. Every project, this is a little out for us and then it back to you. If you're a project out there and you aren't paying people well, as in at least fair enough to come and want to work for your project, you're losing. And it used to be the model, like the old dinosaur model, like treat your people like shit and pay them the minimum and go and drive a Lambo. Listen, guys, 2026. Fortunately, for the good guys like all of us, that don't work anymore. It does still some idiots, but it sounds like everyone on this stage, like, I don't think Todd would have brought you here if he didn't think you were treating people well. So I guess with that part, because I only have part of it, I think people's hands I will show up. With regards to the reward parts, for other people listening, how can they get locked in with that? And, you know, obviously they got to do their own research side, but once they've locked in, they're okay with that. How can they most help you, and how can they help them is my question.
Our staff, like we have, so essentially we've got 5 developers at the moment. They're all very well paid. They're all lead developers, senior developers, in different spaces. Some are Web 2, some are Web 3. But all of that is above award wage. Everyone that works for me is paid above like normal wages.
Oh, sorry, I think for everyone listening, like, anyone you want to promote, you want to get anything, well, you're not doing that yet.
Yeah, it's like anything though, right? Imagine that your only incentive to work for me is if I pay you, right? You don't get the right people. I want people who come in when they feel like, I have something to add, and if I add, I get an equal reward. It's like the code of men, right? When you meet a man, I feel an in debt. If someone does something for me and I realize that it's been a benefit, I don't feel good if I don't pay them an equal level of their work. It's the code of men, and I realize in crypto sometimes people are there and people can be there just to extract.
Sorry to interrupt you before I forget, because I have had a caveat a bit early, so I don't want to forget. I do agree with what you were saying at the end, but the first bit, I would actually, I'll posit a bit from that. I'd like to see what you say to this. Yeah, I would actually argue that is what the model say, for example, with Axie Infinity. And so, for context, I'm big into play to earn, not play to earn, sorry. I played play to earn, and I think that's the problem. If people only play just for the money, that actually I would posit is a problem. And how I would say it to frame it very quick, so I'm not talking for ages. The way my ecosystem is different, I'm not going to shut it because this is your space. The way it's different, though, in my opinion, not to yours, but just in general to anything else, is because I want people to come and engage with it just because they actually really want it, because it's so good. And then when they get all the rewards and all the ownership and everything, afterwards, that's a sign, and I will posit, because I'm not saying the point, but I say I'm building part of Web 4, I'm big into AI sharding, I think one of it, not just the fancy stuff, is that when you go to your local shop, you're walking through it, and you're already in an element of this, you're already interacting with AI 15 times before you've left the shop, and you don't even know. In my opinion, that's the next level, when the thing behind it is also next level. It's very complex. So I'm not going to go too in depth, but what I would say is that when I asked you about, the stuff, I'm glad to hear you playing this out good, but what I actually meant is, I'm just trying to open up the floodgates for anyone here listening, because I know people have heard you speak, and they think this soul safe and cool. I want to get either on the on the platform, or I want to help bring people. I know my caddy would probably have Melissa. So what I'm saying is, maybe rather than thinking of too deep, just have something where if you come here, you're not going to earn loads of money, and I'll basically give you a bit of advice. You're not going to earn loads on it. If you want to do really hard work, like you say, you have to come get a job. You're going to have so many. But if you want to just come and support a bit, maybe have a little logo here or do a thing, then you're going to get $5 or $10 there, and you can get more. I'm just suggesting. Would you think of anything like that, or you're not open to that? You have something else?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're very open to that. So the idea that Chris from Rumble, where he comes in, Mr. Beast does it as well, and they go and sprinkle a certain amount of wallets with a bunch of crypto at a certain time. That's one feature. But also we have to introduce something new where if you're a streamer, maybe you stream for 20 people, but you're a consistent streamer, you get points for the leaderboard. And essentially it's not to be determined by how big your following is. And then once a month we'll do, so one of our biggest streamers, you can do a stream with them. Maybe you have 100 subscribers, this guy has 1 million. And now in the contract it's to be determined that you have to stream with them. So it's like, people who are subscribing, it's an entertainment platform, right? They can also, it's just kind of
and you know what, the alpha I want to spin next, so I'm not even talking anymore. Let you know I'm going to tell you the back end. I think I'm happy with
just raise your hand.
The spin caught him. Caught him with the elbow choke. He's dazed. Yeah. Pushing forward a shot. Oh, shot that right. He's heavy. It is all over. Big Ben Rockwell by knockout.
Reality of Prokop is, I'm a huge Prokop fan.
Okay, I want to ask you, is your platform actually easier to muscular country or a time zone where I just think like at stats?
What do you mean? Like, what's the question? I couldn't.
Can anyone globally use it, or is it limited to a few countries?
Anyone globally can use it, and you're not going to be geo-restricted, meaning that if you're from a country that might be a smaller country, maybe you have less monetization options. Maybe you're filming in Vietnam or something with a GDP lower than filming in the States, you can still film, like you can still stream. The people will decide what it is that they want, and we're still, we want to incubate creators that are consistent, and we also want to be able to have a level of, like, I guess, for lack of it, it has a bad word, but diversity, right? Like, we don't want to just be centralized in the US because the US pays the most money. I have a lot of friends that do IF management, I have a lot of friends in influencing, I have a lot of friends that do that at the high level. I know the US is the best market to have. And then if it's just the US...
Yo, what up, pimp? Vcash, how you living, baby?
I believe, like, the idea of, to me, it's inclusive. Like, everyone should be, have the right to be involved. So that's the idea, is that...
Vcash, are you in my Discord?
Platform that essentially you can stream from anywhere in the world. You can jump on and just hit your webcam.
Yeah, I can. Are you in my Discord?
Managing your bank, no one's managing. As long as if you want to do adult content, maybe someone will want to. That might be risky. Maybe it's not properly out.
Vcash, I can't hear you really well. Come to my Discord.
So that we know that the person's over 18. So that essentially it covers us, but it also it covers everyone. Like, no one wants to be involved in something that's completely immoral and everything. So that's
Vcash, come to my Discord.
it covers everyone, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, diversity is a big part of it. We want a realm of kind of everyone to be able to be involved. It's not for me to say that one person is more valuable than the other on the platform. It's also part of why we just buy an unlimited amount of influencers. I mean, I could buy some of the guys at the top to film, but then now this will get a lot of attention, and then it just becomes a money game. Right? And in places like that, you would be shocked to see that they can pay $5 million for deals for a year for influencers. How can you ever play a money game with them? Because they have a lot more than even us. So if it's just a money game, then our idea is that we want to incubate new creators, we want to build them up. They can be smaller, but we want to help them, we'll promote them, we have a marketing arm. We're also building an AI ads component in our platform, so you can promote other streamers and you can promote gambling, you can promote other things based on what your comfort level is. Some people don't want to promote gambling, some people don't want to gamble, and they don't have to. Like you don't have to stream gambling. That's a good point. If you want to, sure, maybe you can get paid more and you can get a higher level. Obviously, you get rank shares.
Vcash, come to my Discord, big dog. Excellent. My Discord's in my link.
So I think that it's
Don't have your fucking hood and your car's dead. That's your
you are strong. There's no way around it.
How you doing, bro?
Hey, good morning, fighter. After I was trying to go a top level athlete.
We're the largest liquidity swap we're talk about right now. A partnership we made with a company called
It sucks, right? It sucks for me to say it. I don't like big.
The name of the product is the World Mobile Wallet. Basically, you deposit stable coins into the contract, then forward it over to World Mobile. They install telecom equipment, which supplies ecosystem. The great thing about the product is you're at 20% fixed APR on your stable coins. There's no greater fool theory, no token involved. You just deposit and you earn. World Mobile has 2.9 million paying customers that subscribe to their internet/mobile service. And the problem that they solve is there's 3 billion people on the planet that don't have internet. So check out our page. Thanks for having me.
Much love. Thank you for being here, bro. Right, we're gonna go ahead right now and fuck your kids that then winner $500
Oh, sorry. Can I say something? I've been raising up my hand. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone. I wanted to ask this question, but you've answered everything. The question was, how it going to be? Is that an application system for people that want to become creators that can, or they can just join in through a link on the website and become streamers? That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And there is essentially Solstake TV, so SOLSTAKE.TV. There's a website, there's a creative form that you can fill out. And also, there's a new concept that we're bringing in. If you want to affiliate new creators, then you actually get a share of their revenue. That's something that's quite new and that we're still to be discussing. But imagine that you can act kind of like a manager, like you can act like a new manager in that sort of regard. So if you bring in new creators and they do well, you get 6% of their tips, like their fees, it comes to you. So it's kind of going to become, I don't want to say an MLM in the fact that that can be an ugly word, but it gives you some level of incentive to kind of push good creators to us. You know, that can be a big also, because it's hard to really incentivize to get the best people over, because again, there's no friendship points. You need a wallet, it's crypto, you need to sign up transactions. Some people don't want to do that, so you have to at least initially incentivize people to kind of make them to come over. And I mean, yeah, feel free to apply. You know, I think Melissa already said that she would check out the platform as well, and they're more than welcome to. So that's the journal.
Okay, thank you so much. That's what's up. Yeah,
no worries. And thanks, guys, and very well done with the stream toast. Thanks for being involved, and yeah, Victor, you've done very well with Telegram. Congratulations.
Thank you. And guys, come out to follow the old stand goals. We're going to be having these spaces every single day, like same time for 2 hours. And do want to follow me also for your amazing spaces. I'm your nurse and your coach. And yeah, go check out my page if you know you're a newbie in the space and you want to know about branding, jobbing, and visibility. Yeah, make sure you check my I-9. Yeah, let's go to us. Thank you.
Guys, thank you all for being here. We're gonna pick 10 winners right now. I will be picking.
Before you pick the winners, bro, let me just say one thing, bro. If for anyone that wants to tap in with the projects, right, the best way you can do tap in is, just turn on their notifications that are here, bro. Show them you're learning, and you can DM them, bro. They'll see it, bro. You will not go unnoticed, bro.
I'm sure you
That's what I love about X. If you want to
speak with I get a chance to I'm just saying that, right? So, it's like, we're at a 5K competition.
Good night. Good night.
I went to sleep pretty much right after posting it. Whether it was pronounced like or one bit, I think 48 minutes. And that's definitely something that seems to be to previous games and stuff. And really big guys, they've never really picked them. Maybe once or twice to try out. But then they've got like 5K competitions that they're trying to do. So, yeah, they've literally come across, made 5K just by having these on. So, So yeah, super important about that. The projects that you are wanting,
Some people are feeling real sad right now. Real sad right now. When the shots get real low, and I think he knows sometimes that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes after the fight. Hey, Brennan, I hope I'm a help to you since I'm your best friend. Ryan Callen here, the worst best friend of all time.
In honor of you, bro, 'cause I'm not really sure if I'll put another giveaway to give in this. I didn't know you were interested in email. I'm going to give away 20 with an airdrops and $50 in web photo. You can Twitter pick it, give it however you want, not even that long. You can choose from the best shield for people in this space, divide it however which one. Just send me their names, however. You don't even have to do it now if you don't want to, if you're in a rush. I did want to do a show, but I'm not doing it. I'm just going to do that. Put that out there. It's in the comments. I can't even pin on this phone right now. To come in early, I helped the fence.
Sorry, I wasn't help.
You put it there. You don't have to do nothing. You do it.
Kind of chill, mate. I need to hear this. I'm excited. I want to hear about this project.
It's not too like you have to go. Like you said, we're here. It's up to you, bro. I can do a 1 minute show. It's up to you.
So then we sit down and
I'll do 30 seconds. I'll do 20 seconds, right? I've got a new show, yeah? Basically, you look at me on there, the NFT part of the collection. I'm reinventing an NFT site. Basically, I'm doing right now with Web4 Ultraverse. Web4 is our Web4. I'm actually studying at University. I'm doing AI, product machine learning, and Cambridge. I'm doing ethics. So it's interesting. Hearing some of your thoughts on that. We're going to do space on that soon. To the Web4 side of it, projects like yourself that need that tech uplift, we can help do all of that without you have to take all your liquidity and take 2%. We're going to provide all that for free. We're on board to Web4. We believe in what we do. Wizards on Web4 and told that everyone here, probably some state well, if he looks in, is going to go to the fucking moon. He's going to go to the moon. Like immaculate vibes now because we're here. And I think tomorrow's going to be bad. Now I know we're going to smash it. And I heard it all the way in the comments. You killed it today. I know you were juggling a lot of plays. And you killed it. Soul State, you look good. He gave you shine. You all got shine. We all got shine. We are shining now, man.
I would go ahead right now and pick 5 winners. BMs, please. 1.3 another 5 winners. I will announce the 5 winners right now. The first winner is I already BM'd all of them. The first winner is Omen07. Second winner is NSC. JOF. The third winner is It's Masahni. The fourth winner is Anud707X for his birthday. Happy birthday, bro. The fifth winner is SusiXPT. So I PM'd all of you guys. DM me back. I already sent to all of them the prize. I'm gonna send everyone the prize. While we are ending the space, and after the space, I'm gonna make a video and then drop it mentioning all of them, and I will mention all of them. PM, can you pick 5 winners real quick? Metro winner, I got you.
This is part of professional sports, man.
Absolutely, bro. If you are in this space, right, yo, if you want to win that giveaway, I'm gonna pick you. Hit that request button. We're not gonna bring you up. Hit that request. I'm gonna pick some people who are listening, who are locked in, and who are in that request button right now. I'm gonna pick 5 winners from the request button. So let's do it. So boys, you may request to speak, and you will be picked for 50 votes. There's 5 people. Okay, let's begin. Yo, the number 1 winner I'm gonna pick is Positive Aura 101. You are an absolute champ. You show up in this space. You show up in this spaces. Positive Aura, you are the number 1. Let's go.
Podcasts and they got
We're down to this.
that's something where
Number 2 is gonna
you
be
got your ass whooped, and then on
Underdog.
top of that,
You are the second
punch yourself in the room,
Let's go.
not behind
We're
closed
doing
doors.
this right now. Number 3 is gonna be that evil boy, bro. He is not even verified. Doesn't matter if you're verified or unverified, bro. You can win if you're active in this space.
So just send me his handle, bro. I got all of the handles except this one. So keep going, keep picking winners. Guys, request to speak.
Okay. I took a screenshot of it as well. The handle is different than the name, so I'm glad you said that, bro. I took a screenshot. The fourth winner is going through this request right now. Is gonna be Aurora. Aurora, shout out to you. Congratulations. And the fifth winner is gonna be is going to be higher. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations. Yo, thank you so much for this opportunity, Toss.
Send me all of their handles, bro. And boys, have a good one. Next fucking space is on Monday. On Monday, we are picking 10 winners. 500 bucks, another 500 bucks for base casino giveaway. Make sure, guys, check the pinned tweet on the top of the space. We got 1,000 giveaway from Soul Stake TV. Interact with it, like, retweet, tag your friends.
Hey, Toss.
Yo, what up, bro?
You know that your boy Doc, I've heard some alpha that apparently after this, he's doing a stage fright. And I have a message on the wall. Do you want me to roll that with us into his giveaway? Because you're going now, bro. Yeah? Alright, well, lock in with Doc's face after. And everyone, please, after this space, never mind reshare this one's done. Go to your boy Toz's wall, and if you see any empty hearts, then you're not doing the job, yeah? Fill them all up. Anything you reshare, just blow him up. Why not? Because he's blowing us all up, man. Blow your boy up. He's blowing for that bikini, bro. Come on, get to it. Come on, let's go anyway.
It is the birthplace of mixed martial arts. Some of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world come from Brazil. We're pretty proud to be
Ariel Helwani in Rio de Janeiro getting set for UFC 134 alongside Brendan Schaub, who faces Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira this Saturday night live on pay-per-view. And Brendan, good to see you. Thanks for the time. You just worked out in front of a couple hundred Brazilian fans, and they actually were giving you a lot of love.
Not bad. Man, I love it here. I embrace the culture, and I think they're kind of doing the same. So come Saturday night, there's going to be some booze, but man, it's no disrespectful. It's been nothing but respect for them, and it's good, man. It's the way to go.
What's this sort of journey been like for you? Because it seems as though the UFC keeps putting you up against these legends, and you're almost becoming the legend killer, so to speak. Do you like that role?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I do actually love it. Love it. It's
You signed at Fight Gate Gonzaga. Now you're going to be, that's obviously on the main card. It's going to be an opportunity for you to shine. You know what I mean? Let's talk about that fight. I mean, he's known for his ground game. Obviously, after the Crow Cup fight, everybody knows he's got some striking skills. Talk to me about it. What are you looking forward to?
You know what? When you get the call from Joe Silva and he mentions Gate Gonzaga, I can't say enough about the guy as far as how talented he is. He's got the two of his sport. He fought Randy Short for the title. I feel like they can compete with anyone in the UFC, and it starts with Gate Gonzaga. You have to worry about everything. I'm just ready to go, man. Wherever it goes, I feel like it'll be all right. So I expect to knock him out. I expect a real tough fight, but I expect to come out on top. Unanimous decision victory for the Vikings.
Ariel Helwani at Radio City Music Hall in New York City getting set for UFC 128 this Saturday night alongside Brendan Schaub, who faces Mirko Korkov in a very important heavyweight fight. And Brendan, I saw the countdown show. He called you a rookie, and you didn't seem to like that very much. Why?
I don't know. It's weird.
Man, this rookie just beat the guy who made his name out, kicking you in the head and knocking you out. So, the utmost respect for Krokop, but man, compared to him, I am a rookie, but this is a tough rookie, man. So he's gonna have his hands full Saturday night. You say,
Folks, look at this athleticism of his footwork. Dancing.
What do you mean she's not that many? Yeah, she's pretty hurt. You told me that I could be an extra in a concentration camp. No, I said you were wrong. It was a sweet thing. I think you were moving in that direction. Oh, what happened ways to go? Yeah. John, okay. Anything else going on? We're going to talk more about that Cold War. Our Chrono GoFundMe. How much do we have today? This is great. Well, we are at $13,107. Okay, so our goal is $25,000 because Chrono's car blew up and Chrono works here. So that's a bad combination. So Chrono was getting another car. So far, our goal is 25. We're halfway there, over halfway there. And this time around, we're hoping to buy a car with 4 wheels, which should help out on you drive in 72 miles each way. So, yeah, if you could help us, we all make this not an iHeart KFI. This is a supporting show. Please help us help Kono with KFIAM640.com and /Kono, KONO. Please do it through our website because there's a lot of craziness on there and that way it's guaranteed to go where it's supposed to go. That's K5. And raise money for Kono. We're going to start the GoFundMe for billboards and marketing. Yeah. We first have to do it for Amy's account. That's right. Yeah. Oh, you were not. Well, we don't know. She's doing okay because she's on steroids, but we don't still know what's involved with her. And now they want to do a CAT scan of her little head. A CAT scan? Yeah, we know how much those cost. It's going to be like $4,000 or $5,000. Oh, yeah, come on. No cat is worth $4,000 or $5,000. For God's sake, come on. Jay. Would you spend it on your dog? No. No, as a matter of fact, I had a dog around here. And I asked the listener, do I get that? It was $1,800, but that was a lot more. It's a lot more now. Yeah, it's a lot more now. But also, because of inflation. And I asked the listener, do I spend this money on the dog to save its life or no? Overwhelming, like 95, 98% said, of course you have to spend it. How can you not? And then the next week, I came back and reported, yeah, we put the dog down, and it did very well, as it was made. Okay. What if he said to the dog that was sick, he needed a $1,500 surgery, he'll walk back in and say, sorry, Dr. says you need to go. Yeah. There's a couple of jokes about that that are very, very funny. That's sad. I'm so sorry. That's are you spend $5,000 on the cat? Well, I've already spent
You say you have respect for him. Do you think he has respect for you? I hope so, or this fight's gonna. Dude, man, this rookie just beat the guy who made his name out, kicking you in the head and knocking you out. So have the utmost respect for Pro Cup, but compared to him, I am a rookie, but this is a tough rookie, man. So I'm
You say you have respect for him. Do you think he has respect for you?
I hope so. Respect for him a lot faster than she's
Look at Pro Cup right now, and you consider what he did against Frank Mir on that team. You can't honestly say that he's the same Pro Cup. We've been waiting to see the old Pro Cup. But is he, in your opinion?
He's just as talented, man. You don't get it. By convincing knockout or submission, I guarantee this one doesn't go on.
I was a huge Pro Cop fan growing up. I used to wear a shirt that said Pro Cop Security. Me and my buddy used to work out in Pro Cop shirts. It's not every day where you fight such big legends as Mirko Pro Cop.
I'm not especially familiar with Brendan Schaub. For me, he's a ball just like any other.
As far as being a fan of Mirko Pro Cop, once we get in that octagon, that goes out the window. I must have visualized knocking Mirko Pro Cop out at least 2,000 times.
He's 6 KO in the first round from 7 fights. Doesn't concern me too, because he's just a rookie. He's good. He's young, hungry, but I will show him and I will prove him that he's just a rookie in the sport.
Yeah, just a rookie.
I will defeat him on the show.
Nice shot on the combination.
Someone's going out in convincing fashion. It's not going to be me.
Let's see it again. And it's almost like Marco turned his head, anticipating the punch.
I was scared to interview it.
Why?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. You're a bigger guy than me, so you shouldn't be afraid. But let me ask you. You said you were going to knock him out. Obviously, it came a lot longer than you probably expected. Was the fight tougher than you thought?
No. I mean, you fight Marco Pro Cop, 2006 Grand Prix champ. He's fought some of the best in the world. I thought it would come a little sooner, to be honest with you, but I knew I was in for a fight. I got the end result what I thought, so it's good to
talk about the finish. It looked like obviously he rocked him, but he rocked himself when he fell on the mat. Did you notice that?
I mean, he was out, man. He was rocked, and he took one shot, which he really didn't need to take, but I couldn't get in there fast.
Happy with your performance overall?
Very disappointing. I don't know, man. It's just things didn't go. I should go out cleaner. I should set things up a little more. But I want to win. I'll take it this week.
Brendan Schaub versus Nogueira. This is a big fight for both guys. Nogueira is one of the greatest heavyweights ever. And for Brendan Schaub to just come off a big win. This will put Brendan Schaub on the map in the heavyweight division.
The Pro Cop fight ended in convincing fashion. I promised the knockout of the night, and that's what happened.
This is a big fight for Nogueira. Not only to get back on track and get back into that heavyweight title hunt again, but this fight's in Brazil.
That's gonna be insane, you know. I feel sorry for the guys who's coming to fight in Brazil because people are gonna boo them.
It'd be like being at Michael Jordan in Chicago, man. You're not gonna get a lot of fans. For me, the reason I want this fight is because that sort of pressure, that situation in my career is as close as you can get to the pressure of a title fight.
He can move. He's good to stand around. He's got a good shooting. But when I fight him, I'm a way better level of jiu-jitsu. Black belt.
Watch out, there he goes for the arm guard. And it is over. He and his brother.
For sure, I think I can make another run at heavyweight title.
Nogueira was a champ in the UFC and Pride, so it's pretty tough. But I'll take my boxing against anyone in the heavyweight division, let alone Nogueira. So I definitely plan to keep it on the feet.
The fight goes to the ground. I know how to hold him. I know how to walk him. I know how to submit him.
This is the biggest fight of my life. The convincing win of Nogueira puts me right up there in the title picture. I guarantee this doesn't go to decision. Guarantee it. Then and I on the ground, wherever the fight goes, are going to be ready for him. In front of his hometown, in front of his home fans, I'm going to knock Nogueira out in Rio.
Journey been like for you? Because it seems as though the UFC keeps putting you up against these legends, and you're almost becoming the legend killer, so to speak. Do you like that role?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I do actually love it. Gonzaga, Rico Krokop, and Big Nog have been huge heroes of mine. And for me, I think it takes a special kind of fighter to close that off and really get after these guys. And I think some guys have problems with that, and I don't. And I think that's why Dana White and Joe Silva give me these fights.
Did you tell the UFC that you wanted to go that route, or was that their idea?
This is their idea. Obviously, no one tells Dana White what to do or Joe Silva. But after I beat Rico Krokop, I asked to fight in Brazil. I got rumors of it, and it's always been a dream of mine to compete here. And here we are now.
Big Nog, we haven't seen him fight in 2 years. He's battled injuries, surgeries, and whatnot. What are you expecting to see from him?
You tell me, man. Big Nog in Brazil. He's had surgeries to kind of recuperate. I heard he's training his tail off. He's looking good. So, no one's ever done. So it's going to be a huge kind of deadline like that.
What's the official prediction? How are you going to beat Big Nog on Saturday?
I guarantee we get a bonus that night. And I guarantee my hands raised like that night.
Is truly embracing this opportunity tonight to fight Minotauro Nogueira. North American tour of training camps that included Drake Jackson in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and some time in New York City with Renzo Gracie. His gym is 1 mile from HSBC Arena. His home, 3 miles from where we are tonight. He's been out 18 months, Kenny. We last saw him in Sydney against Cain Velasquez. He is truly a legend of MMA.
That lead left knee. Just got caught with a big uppercut.
Couple of punches landed for Shaw there.
Timed it perfectly. Shaw is having very good success with that right uppercut. It looked like it hurt Nogueira.
And he still continued to put that jab to deliver.
Always found a way to win. This place is going bananas. I saw some Coca-Cola fly. Nogueira was stalking it. Beautiful 1-2. But he didn't just leave it with those 2 punches. He kept coming. There it is. I asked for it. I asked for it to go down to Brazil. I learned a ton in that fight. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of felt like it's me against the world. It really is when I find out in Brazil. I didn't get booed.
I did some good stuff, and I was received well, but still, you fight no gear in Brazil. So I went down, I kind of came flying out the gates. I was going to knock him out like he's some clown, and that's not the case once Antonio Nogueira. So I learned from that. I learned that's when I relax, I do my thing, I get warmed up, and I've never learned so much from a fight than that fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that was such an emotion. That was stacked with that being his first fight. I mean, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're a brave man.
True that.
You're a brave man.
Do that again. Yeah. Not going down there again. So, let's get out of this.
And Dr. Joe, today after 4 p.m., well, one of the only times, very little plastic is being recycled in California. Today at 4, we'll tell you why and why that's a big deal. Today we formally
You said it. True. Yeah. But no, it was huge. Yeah. It was huge. Yeah, it used to be rubbing the biggest pot, and then Elon Musk said, hold my blunt and let me take it from here.
Yeah, man. That was the biggest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, let's just air it.
Yeah. In between the fights. Just got too crazy. UFC wanted me to sign the license deal with Reebok and the brand of testing. Really, I'm just going to write this down. Live show, each tour, southern gig I got. Big network merchandise in this market. Just can't step away from the game and step away from the inspiration. So to me, and people who expect the difference, I feel like I've won this. I'm always in good shape. So clear right
So it's one extension of the brand. So in other words, yeah, but it's beautiful. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. I actually think it's appropriate. You know, I love the post. So we're going to end this here. Much of it's hard to turn the face. Go. Ooh, good one. Right. Good swag at deep feet. Kind of cool. I don't know if I'll go to outside a roommate who is the biggest thing. What reason I so he was a guy where he was mine is good. I like 150 and I come home just all over his house. Maybe open the box, I put it all what the fuck do I do? I eat all of it, put it all back. So then I go back, I come back. I'm surprised, and I'm waiting for it now. My phone's ringing. Hello? That guy sucks! All these people suck! So I'm like, what the fuck? And I just go, I'm not going to talk to that guy. And so, the time was like one purpose. His mother said, Brendan, you ate all this food? He's like, oh, that.
Stop my mom like that, of course, which is all I'm trying to do. Yes. So then there's one party. You knew the only way to get back that win is to trap party with these boys. So he goes, hey man, did I read? I get that ball.
All of you could invest, but not you. You can't.
Welfare recipient not welcome. Trump administration has suspended immigrant visa process for people that would be fine from Afghanistan and Somalia. The freeze will take effect next week and target people that officials say are likely to become a public charge.
Hi, man. I'm going to break into because you want to get this. Like right now, whoever wins, deal. The haircut man, when I think it's the family man, talk to you. I'm not going to tell you. That's not lot. No, man. Cars broke. Went through the mouth. Whoever did this, you break into it. He didn't do it. So I take my sweatshirt off. And I take no training, nothing. I'm going to fight here. I'm not fighting. So I just we're face to face. Wow. She's like, wow. I'm not.
You know why this is an issue right now? Because what's going on in Minnesota, this is people from temporary issue. The fraud in congressional hearings are saying that 3/4 of the employees in that area are on. I think this is a response.
That's it, man. I understand.
My mother was a dentist. They had those schools in the California office, and that's the machine you were exactly
I'm in
call me Sally. That's what I do here. Taking advantage of the true having an opportunity. And
and get that guy from just off the plane. No, he was the last thing I told everyone, you're not part of the. You know, I don't reply. You found out you're the weak. I guess Luke Dennis. Very eloquent. Pretty surprised by the story you told last week about the incident you had with college roommates. It seemed out of character. Brendan, I've come to know over the past years. I'm older than you by a few years, but even I have come to look up to you in a way. You guys have made me reflect on myself. Seriously, but then he goes on to say your roommate, but he says that this is the first time where I thought, whoa, again, I like this guy. Your roommate had every right to write his name on it. He had every right to write this. He falls on it if you want to do this shit. wish you would have done.
The message you sent by eating and throwing out his food was, "I'm going to eat your shit and disrespect you," and there isn't a goddamn thing you can do about it. Fuck you. And then you further disrespect the guy on the most personal level by treating him like that. Parker's spot response was really petty on his part, but then again, the rules, yeah, the rights. Then he goes on to say, "Try your thing was what I got looking into anyway," but what happened was he was getting face into a glass door and missed you and the situation was met. And then you criticize him for calling you mentioned that when you told your roommate all the time. He did, I guess he did call him up later, right? And then he goes on to say, you mentioned that you told your teammates, you said, I'm good at telling stories. I'm just on the mission that you know this story. So he basically goes on to say, listen, I just wanted to write this. I had to say this because I was on the show. And he brings me into it because I was so supportive of your point of view on this. And then he goes on to say, if you had told me a story about how a guy spit your face through, you would fight, then I would be like, oh, that's terrible. But I probably like,
You wouldn't be doing a show with me. I sure as fuck would have my face up there.
And I hate to say this, it's true, but I agree with you.
No, listen, I get the outside. If you just whistle at the script, oh my god, believe that.
And by the way, the contact one caveat really quick. He just said, I wrote this because there are thousands of young men listening to you, and said, you might have been setting the wrong example or giving the wrong message.
Wrong on that, because if you look at the context of saying how to deal with certain situations, everyone this day and age wants to get lawyers involved. Call their mom, call their kids, 1 years old, active. They want to include all this people.
Vikesh, how you living, big dog? Vikesh, I know you. Vikesh. 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 Can you hear me, big man? Vikesh. 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 Vikesh, big dog, can you hear me? I saw you just unmute yourself. Vikesh, can you hear me? Vikesh. Vikesh. Vikesh.
It's not my fault actually. Network that is disturbing me. I just entered a space right now.
Okay, excellent. How are you, big man?
Okay, bro. I'm good actually.
Okay.
All the sites that I showed to me the other time, but it's a long story.
I know who you are.
Yes, I know you are too.
Okay, how can I help you?
Rabbi.
Yeah.
I said, is there any other app? Is there any other sites that can find influencers?
Are there any other sites that can find what?
Influencers.
Influencers. Okay, like what do you need?
I need influencers, ambassadors, like people that are working the same thing with me.
Okay, what about Instagram?
Don't understand what I mean.
I mean, you're looking for influencers. Instagram's the biggest place for influencers in the world.
So for me, I'm a influencer. I work for different projects, but I need members that are working the same thing with me.
Okay, what about Telegram?
Yeah.
What about Telegram?
Can you able to tell them?
What about Telegram?
I don't get your point.
Have you looked on Telegram for influencers who do what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do they say? Vikesh, what are you talking about, big man? Yo, Vikesh. How can I help you, big man? Let me ask you. Did you create your resume? Did you create your resume?
I can't hear you where network is logging out. I can't hear what they're saying.
Okay, can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, well, can you go to a place where your network's better?
He sent it to me in DM.
I'm asking you a question. Did you create your resume?
Yes.
Okay, you did. Did you upload it to Indeed and ZipRecruiter and LinkedIn?
Network is disturbing me.
All right, big man. Did you upload your resume to ZipRecruiter, Indeed, LinkedIn?
Yes, I linked it in.
Vikesh.
The message to whoever listening to young is he was older than me. This has been a reoccurring issue for a long time.
He was messing with you. Part of what you left out of the story was this guy has been messing with you for
a long time. That was just I said, you know what?
You were being bullied.
I tried talking to him many times. I did not work. Finally,
that wasn't the first time his mother worked.
No, not at all. She told me 7 8 so it can't be more.
And you didn't say fuck off.
I didn't say fuck off. You were getting out of here. Yeah, just
you laughed and
laughed. And now I tell him, okay, you were right in the bed. I said, here's the deal. If you don't or I don't, we're gonna fight about it. I was gonna call the cops. We're really gonna get hurt. You just fight.
They're gonna slug it out.
The loser leads. That's all it is. There's no bullying. And you know, it'd
be a little bit like getting in a ring, right? With gloves and saying, you know.
But this is my thing. If you want to talk about young males who are listening and stuff like that, the problem with the world is there's no repercussions. You can act like a bitch. It's a bitch move. It's a bitch move. And to support that kind of behavior is a problem with males today. Because if you act that way, the repercussions are going to be
I think it should be fixed man to man. Don't call your mom. Don't call a lawyer. Don't get the police involved. You deal with it yourself. You can't. There's not always going to be that handler to bail you out. So the moral of my story was you handle it internally, take care of business, and you move on. Whether it's physical, you talk about it.
Because we live in a society now where instead of doing that, what somebody do is they will sue you and try to ruin your life. Now, what's worse? Somebody trying to basically take your house or causing you aggravation with a lawsuit you can't keep up with. You can't take karate, you can't take private school. That happens all the time. People are afraid to take it. For me, rather than being that litigious and suing everyone, I agree with you.
I don't have friends who do that. I do not hang out with I don't hang out with a single person who would do that. But I don't have friends like that. If you have friends like that, you look yourself in the mirror and go, hey, I see them straight. That's like my kid, when he's older, he's getting bullied in school. I'm not going to say go tell the teacher. The teacher doesn't know. I'm not going to say go talk about how you feel. Like that. It's a little bit like spending I'm from that. So shine I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl.
Okay, moving on. And they're not going to sell it. They're saying we're not selling it. Thank you. Although they're negotiating more bases. They can have all the ones they want. You know, it's not like anything is going to change. I think it's negotiation. It's not bad. I think they're negotiating the price for a discount. No, I think it's like if Trump wants bases or wants something. Yeah, they already can get bases. I mean, there's no issue. Okay, well, by the way, I'm going to do a story about this at 8:50. Welcome to Greenland, the money part, which in and of itself is interesting stuff. Right, do one more story before we take our break. All right, I love this. Sometimes it seems our president gets information from the internet or something. It says sources that made this big statement. Toll on people that plan to execute has stopped. Even as indicated back protesters. So Trump did specify where he described it very important sources on the other side. You know what I believe does get that information? This classified information. Of course. I always answer with this phrase. I hope it's true. Yeah, I know. Every time. I hope that's what's going on around the execution. So the execution has to stop.
The prices shouldn't be makes sense to me. Go ahead and treat me. I will pay. I will pay the suit out again will pay. Rather, what should it say? Who should see how you get cash? You should say, go out and drink. Go out and then I'll settle up. Like, I'll settle up.
My name's Brendan Schaub from Aurora, Colorado. I'm at PCO out of Denver, Colorado. Trainers out there, Trevor Whitman and Christian Allen. You know what? It's a fight. So, you're ready for it. Yeah. Definitely my favorite. Let's go to the ground and fight too. When fans see him on Saturday night, you have to hear these days. Wow, that's the next week.
I love that kind of confidence. This is a confident young man at just 25 years old. Exhibiting a lot of maturity. That's sort of been the theme tonight here for these 25-year-olds. Very well spoken, very large, I might add. 6'6". I'm not 6'6". And already a full-time fighter at just 25 years old, fighting out of Aurora, Colorado. Doesn't care where the fight goes. He's well-rounded, fights out of a good school. Aspect of his game, he's supposed to work. He'll be the first to admit this. He needs experience in there. He's got the maturity, he's got the size, he's got youth. Well, here's what athleticism will do for you. This guy was in the NFL, and he got cut. So he played football down to the highest professional level every day. He's an amazing athlete, right? First of all, he's only been training boxing for 6 months and became a Golden Gloves boxing champ. Wow. As the strength and conditioning coach that the UFC welterweight champion George St. Pierre has, trains at high altitude, and has a
Frosty, how are you living, pimp? Long time no speak. What's life like slinging dick in India? I'm listening to you, baby.
If you fuck with me, I will fuck with you. Okay?
Oh, you got it, Frosty. How is Japan?
No Jews there, so I'm happy.
Okay, why are you so mean, Frosty? No, Frosty, my man, is quite mean.
Flyers came over at TKO. Shane Carwin, Luca Dio, Cody. That the UFC welterweight champion George St. Pierre has trains at high altitude and has a sick roster of fighters who came over at TKO.
Why is it that all these people at Lifesaver have?
The list goes on. This guy is great. No doubt about it. He's got all the tools and tricks to handle. He's going very hard. By the way, we'll also have the backup there. Elliot Morrison this season.
Martial arts strategy. I'm certainly going to come out with my hands up and chin down. Throw some on the feet and mostly try to get I'm in good shape. I own a Freedom Tree Service, so it's physical, but I train 6 days a week outside of that. So I feel for being 38 years old, I feel in real good shape, feel strong, and I'm good health.
Johnny Curtis, just 6 feet tall, although he listed himself as 6'2". A little bit of discrepancy there, but there's Brendan Schaub, 6'6", not 6'4". No, he's got bigger than 6 feet. Yeah, much bigger than 6 feet. I put Johnny Curtis at about 6'3". And 1-1 for John Curtis, and again, Brendan Schaub's pro debut. This fight is sponsored by WJFK Radio and MMA Nation. Hands up, let him fly. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds in the UWC heavyweight division. First, introducing, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist.
Schwab.
Record of 1 win with no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, fighting out of Denver, Colorado. Brendan Schwab.
His opponent on my left, fighting in the red corner. He is a boxer holding a professional record of 1 win and 1 loss. Fighting out of Reston, Virginia, Johnny. Next to the game show referee, Mr. Mike Keith.
Line up in this matchup here, 6'6", squaring off against 6'3", Brendan Schaub in the blue and black trunks, John Curtis in the olive and black sprawl trunks. The big boys getting ready to mix it up here. Third minute, Mike King is ready to get the heavyweight started.
The question is, can Schaub keep it on the feet? I think he has to win. Curtis's wrestling is too good. He immediately turns out to close the business.
Exactly. Curtis does not want to be at the end of those big, long jabs of Schaub.
Yeah, you see, he gets Schaub to overcommit. Big takedown, but he's a little bit too aggressive. Also, one thing about Schaub, I've noticed his takedown defense. He's still very clean at it, but very good balance. Watch Schaub's balance. Hard for him to get off of his base. Looking for an anaconda choke and miss it.
Curtis may have been slightly hurt when he felt his back. He's right in front of us in the back of his head. He hit the canvas pretty hard. I saw him grimace, but he appears to be okay here with side control.
Yeah, this is a good spot for him. He's going to ride. By the way, folks, that was not a technical reversal. That was just straight force.
Watch this, though. Watch Daddy now. This was my move.
Now,
He wants to take down, but he's not setting up with his punches. He's very uncomfortable standing. Schaub can keep that jab in his face and pick his shots. Man, he's in good shape.
Yeah, Curtis needs to set up those takedowns, though.
Shows you phenomenal.
Oh, he hurt his leg. Curtis hurt his leg. And he got knocked out at the end. Schaub, and he got.
Watch this.
Schaub, he just gave Brendan. He just gave him the shot for an hit. He just got that throat slice. He got Barnett. Very good theatrics. Brendan Schaub at 1 minute and 1 second. Round 1 takes care of Johnny Curtis. Brendan Schaub is 48 years, a 25-year-old. And he might be penalized for over-celebration.
Look at this. I'm going to
careful.
Watch this.
No!
Yeah, hold my knee out right there. Almost pulled the knee out.
Go do it.
Let's end the NFL. I think personally there aren't enough theatrics in MMA. I agree. I like it more.
I agree. Here, talk us through the end of this.
All right, so you see him reaching the takedown, but he didn't hit the knee down. And then he just gets stopped here, and you're right. I think he injured himself. The takedown was sloppy. You know, for guys in All-American wrestling, that one takedown, you can't take down, you expect. Just sort of reaching for the thighs, reaching from behind the knees, reaching for the hips. It's not going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Mike King, has stopped this fight 1 minute and 7 seconds in the first round by knockout goal winner, Brendan Schaub. Goal winner, Brendan That was a very, very good demonstration. Being a very tough fighter. He did this one clearly. Takedown defense. He had the knees going, he had the hands going. You wanted nothing to do with the ground. You wanted to demonstrate your hands. Here's what it's all about. Yeah, they do it. Wherever you go. That's what it's down there. Just really wherever I want to take it. So at 6'6" and extremely large guy, great start to your pro career here with the win. This was your pro debut tonight. What do we look forward to? And we also noticed that Josh Barnett had a nice place at the end there. Nice theatrics there. What do we look forward to? Here's the end of the fight. Talk us through this, Brendan. I went for a double leg. I stopped him in an uppercut. He
like he may have damaged his knee on the way down. When you're doing what players are supposed to do, you got to finish that play until the referee tells you otherwise. Good job finishing. Yeah, you know, the team should finish it. The rest of the time. So, knee or not, you know, love to cut up with that. Those are nice. A bright future for you, Mr. Brendan Shaw!
I'm learning Torah, but I can do it. So like we should stop out this division. But they were hemorrhaging money. This is all free ultimate fight. We didn't know what we were doing. In terms of like the future, they were $4 million in debt. They're like, what are we doing? We're gonna sell this? We're gonna keep it? They just have their balls though. Lorenzo Fertitta, Frank Fertitta, and Dan were all three of them. They were just like, let's just run. So like, we'll call Dana up, go look for us. Let's find a bar. We gotta get out of this thing. Yeah, I mean, family's fortune. We're $44 million in the hole in this cage fighting shit. Obviously, he should move it to America. They're not really into it. Then they figured it out. The Ultimate Fighter show, they financed the whole show, paid for all of it.
Hate the whole thing. Hate me on the network. And then boom, that one final fight, Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner. And these two crazy fucks are beating the shit out of each other. And it is a wild melee of a fight. And then the viewership just keeps going up during the fight. Millions and millions of people watching during the fight, like tuned in, extra people tuned in. Because people are calling their friends like, bro, you gotta watch this shit. This is
Like, less on this fight, really,
Their entire life changed. This moment you are seeing it right now live on television.
Yeah, the first time the UFC was going to be on cable TV live, just for free. Anyone could go on and watch it.
Wild shot by Ford.
Mostly stand up. You can't even script the fight. A razor close fight, razor close, but it's 3 rounds. They gotta give a winner. It's not a draw. Someone won.
Literally walked up in there and said, "There is no loser in this fight."
Nobody talked to us about doing a season 2 until that fight was over.
The fight on both sides said, "Hey, we want to do this deal. We want to re-up you for another season of the fighter." The next deal for Spice was literally cut in the alley out where all the trucks are. After that fight, on a napkin or an envelope or something. That's how I guess I was this business.
That which doesn't belong to
The last heavyweight champ of the IFL is the biggest name ever in street fighting.
spiritual things that are power. That was the case.
They kept walking in almost bigger than the next. And I was like, is this going to stop? It was a home show with a bunch of giants. And I was like, man, this is going to be something to see.
What's the status?
Says that your legend is something to this guy, keeping anybody up for coming from me, that's saying a lot. So therefore, you say what's right number 16 that the tax of going ahead and competition and verbally is the equivalent of lawsuits. Also, I'm touched up like offering it out to talk about. Kimbo's line is a guy who basically got famous on YouTube fighting in people's backyards. It's gone, right? Those guys are my main focus because I know those guys be training together. And you know, those are my brothers. All right, guys, what's going to work is, we got a coin here. Jeff Coach flips the coin toss, and either pick the first fighter or pick the first two fights. You have to win one of those fights to retain the control. If you lose one fight, you control goes to the other team. Like, remember again, that's what you still some shots when it's over. Like, it's just and she already offered it. Like, she offered it up already first one. With my first pick, I won. That's why he bust him. So that's why she offered it up. So the resistance shots so low. She's not. But perhaps again, she just animals still resistance. I mean, beyond which case, how about my son? How about my son? Yeah, because I categorize this as the son. Oh, if you lost a sheet of leg, then you shot it the sun. Maybe obviously she could have been a phone. Of course, it's not going to categorize it. So, it's just concentrated it. Which the emergency is really that stress. It's but the time is this that we are first of all, so for the lesson of war. We're not changing the results. We need to understand it's like what the first one categorize the if that order is not followed either, payment or and then hold on again if not he's used to training twice a day, stuff like that. So I think it's a couple of other from a strategy standpoint, there's nothing but who you're fighting. So listen, this is very
ultimately, again, one piece of history says evolution for this sheep and the identifying sheep versus evolution for each sheep. They tell us that having excellent evolution. When you get identifying sheep, it's as if there's a reduction. When it doesn't go as kind of takes away the surprise, then ultimately again, people they know that they just take she acquired before is actually this like the guy on the I don't think this sheep, so therefore she doesn't require mission. She required sheep in the event that there is a the Amarba, my son, in the kind of young boy, it's his turn time to do, let's say, the next 3 days, and it's not shocking that this sheep, ultimately, I guess that's what that's a association. Again, all of this let's say we think boys, cranky drivers and workers. On the way also again, for example, here, when people come on the and he says to them, right? So what's the anal association? So he goes and he says to them, I'm paying you, right? And essentially, go use this money to go and purchase for yourself food and drink. Okay, I can give you that. And then maybe a supplemental wage to the race. He's giving them, here's money, go and drink, go and eat. So what's the anal association is, the anal association doesn't have to be worried. Some people on these 60 what we should do is, what we should do is, right? So what's the concern? The Gemara says that he's giving them money. Now, because it's money on their part, yes, because they're really opposite to everybody else. That's right? Or ultimately again, or vice he doesn't have to be concerned with this. Why does he have to be concerned with this? Because essentially he's giving them the money and he's saying, Hebron, do what you want. Because he's doing that, essentially, it's not like whatever they do, they do. Rashi says over here, Rashi just goes through all of this. Right, if you look at the end, if you look at Rashi, it's published nicer. Right, if you look at Rashi, the heart Just the last one, the last of the long ones. The hot people, those some people, I love people, we don't, Ruben is not the one giving it. Ruben is giving it instructions. And it's kind of here, this is for your food, this is for your job. What they choose to do with that afterwards, essentially, is replicate. It's not on Ruben, so therefore, again, no violence. Okay, no, conference on the violence. Some, they second like that. They are like, except that. Says,
¿Cómo así? So.
Now it looks like he's purchasing and providing see the difference? If Ruben just says, here's $100, here's your food, whatever they buy, that's on. If he says, go eat, go drink, I'll pick up the tab, then ultimately, again, that is problematic because if he is purchasing and providing potentially other items for his neighbors. Oh, well, what is it for? Keep up the mini service. So just see things up from the ice, I'm not going to go say this. We're now going down and circling back to the Rabbianic piece, right? We're going back now ultimately again to the Rabbianic piece. They went ahead and they polished the colors and they replaced the form with pink Europe. Said, not a problem, no transaction. So what do you see from this last piece so far? How about Kapara, the basic Kapara? So what is there? That was Ruben pays the bill, right? Pays the bill. Again, he's paying after the consumption already took place. A lot of things that is transactional fees. And these things that if you pay for, these Shmita programs, Shady programs, yes, problematic. Therefore, the Gemara says, often done, he can't part of the business of Kapara. He's so to refer by a Yana here, ultimately, again, is it then no Shmita programs? Same day. There's the verse of Jacob, this dog, the head that he had from the Mishnah. So it's different. Who they can right? He's going ahead and workers. And when we're going through the tabs, we're talking about where they are purchasing food from a shopkeeper who normally extends credit to the faith of the ugly last day, finally here. Ultimately, because the shopkeeper normally extends credit to Ruben, ultimately this transactional. That's happening right there. Literally translated, literally the shopkeeper acquires his money from the actually turning the idea that they actually very close to the shopkeeper knows he's going to get very expensive credit. שכבר הכירו, שכמובן שיש לו a לחלוטין תופעה חליפית. So we'll say, that's it, it's transactional. Ruben's not just saying stand going where you want and buy two, same pedal. Go to the shopkeeper, I'll pick up the tab. This is a shopkeeper who normally extends credit to Ruben. So therefore, again, as if the debt is already paid, and therefore it's transactional immediacy that's happening. Rashi says over there, there was an exchange, right? The shopkeeper is going to get, donkey drivers, even the one of my needs, not sending out of again, that doesn't apply to Sarah, I just wasn't like that. Therefore, that case is slightly for the back transaction. Opposite, and the machine that is okay, it will just say that it was the same case. It's dirty, they go to the and now he's not saying it was shot, and it sounds like that. That should be okay. If that's the case, that's totally lucky. I'm turning super if that's the case, then the second vice are different. Instead of thinking the first case of the case of where Ruben says, here's $100, go out and go to for a drink. make it two different things. What should we do this? So that argument, when is this so ultimately again that it's prohibited? The company I'm not the stop it right. When is it prohibited for women to say to his workers have no eat and drink and popping up the tab? That's only the shop who starts selling to women because there's transactional immediacy. And it's as if again the company already has the right to consume items. And being shipped them up, but shopkeepers do not consent. Therefore, that lacks transactional immediacy and that you should be caught. In other words, better for this rice, go ahead and highlight two cases and say one piece of report. Then to highlight two cases. This must be old, company shipping my people, we know this job, for actual. Even if the shopkeeper doesn't accept credit, is the purchaser still obligated to extend the order? However, the container, where it says to his friend, just his friend, take one of the vehicle over the most safe block. So what happens? So right, Ruben goes right. I go, say Ruben, do me a favor. Right, give him one at the shop. Get over my time with coming comfort. What's not the problem? Come, we did it. Ultimately, I get my property becomes comfort. And as a guarantor, we're someone says, what is here? Now again, that's going to see that Ruben and I have no previous relationship.
We could tell them that I'm going to check it, trying to get much of it's not going to connect.
And ultimately, I get very guaranteed Right. And whether the shopkeeper extends credit or doesn't extend credit, even the low they low is
We could have an island and we're going to check it, trying to get much of it's about it's about to phone. Virgin Kabbalah Rabbi. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Virgin Kabbalah Rabbi. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai
What's the case? So we get experience of Malachias, that's the Sheikh Dino, Malachias, Dino, Hodem Shishala Tetzlo, the Hashtam, the Malachias, it's everything. So in the case of here, ultimately, again, the Christ says that if Ruben says to his workers, go to the Chesed, go to the shopkeeper, eat and drink, whatever you want, it's on you. The case is already Ruben gave the money to the shopkeeper. So there's no extension of credit. In other words, he has a tab, but it's beautiful. Now that makes sense. Because now that it's paid for already, again, if they take certain things, it's literally like he's supplying them with items. I know. I'm used so much I think what I'm saying right now. So again, all of this is sitting well on transactional device. Like that's I'm sorry, and I said this over the prices shouldn't be makes sense to his workers. I will pay with something rather what should it say? So you should simplify that first. You should say, go out and drink, go out and eat, and then I'll settle up. Right? I'll settle up over again with the shop. Because again, you say that it's a year to take every day. Right? So you left with the shop, and then it's a question of saying, yeah, I left you $100. How much did you consume? No, you're right. So you're right. Sorry. Change the place that coronavirus has been necessitated, so kids are ready to test their two cases of Christ. Case number one is where we think cases represent us. Since that would go out and about the drink, that case, whatever they do, it's not that. Case two, going to remember anything else, is that come up to myself, who made it free paid for him. He went ahead and gave $100 to the shop. He said, my worker's going to come in, let them buy, let them eat, let them drink. Okay? Now, this is what you want to say. That's the problem. Sir, in this case, if you have access, you have to those things here, then it's going ahead and say, I'm going to represent. The way that person should read is, and they say, who's workers? So, go out and drink. But I need a cash. I will settle up all the things in the shop. That's the way it was like, it's not over for today. Go ahead, everyone, sit down.
Snyder really replied and asked that question why they did it before without masks. One of the things about options
all of our sponsors for this similar chair. Thank our annual capital sponsor, ViralRabbi Israel. We're dedicating all the training drushes this year as a host from Soros Tobos for all of Israel. Our capital sponsors for the month of Ahab. How long they will tell us, even when he drains in front of Israel drains in, and Dina drains in, and he rolls his wife, and standing rolls his wife in front of the ground. Money sponsors, Dr. Evan J. Fourth information of the yard site of Dr. Wolf's father, Cyrus Wolf, Shalom with Ben, and Steve Hirsch, and they think that I don't know when they also their father, kind of have a corporate all of their type of community, also always is dedicated to learning the system, which is
stand-up's keeping me going, really. Like, my life now is being in the room with those fans, those awesome people, and we have a blast. And it's like, I've just accepted that's my life now. That's I surrendered.
You're a good man, and so it will happen. I mean, how old are you? 36. 38. You got more time than not to be glib. You got more time than a 38-year-old or a 33-year-old woman. So there's different issues at play. But you go sooner better than later. Do you go to the mothership? Do you go to Rogan's place every now and again?
I'm a fan.
Go ahead and explain what the F.
Yeah, they banned me from. I'm kicked out of that club. There's it's the Wolf Mind virus. There's no other way to say it. And by the way, I wasn't planning on saying that, but I have to do a whole other video, and I have far more evidence that this was a political hit job.
How do you get banned? They have to let you know that you're not welcome there.
Not only banned, a cease and desist order.
From the mothership, from Rogan's mothership.
I'm connecting this to Gutfeld in some way, shape, or form because it happened soon after. Like, this is my point. This stuff will destroy somebody's life. Like, but
dude, I need to know what that cease and desist order possibly said and stated as a reason.
Give me 1 second. My alarm's going off on my other phone that I used to act out the coffee aggression.
Okay, do that. I'm going to bring these up. Finboy Slick says, I know, and thought you would have been great in the role. I don't know what show that is. I know Finboy Slick says, I'll just interpret that as Tyler is a sensitive boy. Would have made a great sneaky Pete, by the way. Glad to have you, Tyler. Tyler, you prove one of the things I've been saying for a while: women have more rights than men in today's society. If the rule were reversed, these women have been taken seriously. And Viva, this is your opportunity. Ask Tyler to go on stage before him to test your comedy, and after you've warmed up the crowd with your special benefit. We'll talk about that. You got to tell me what the hell's going on. What the hell did the cease and desist order from Mothership say?
Okay, so again, first off, let me preface this with saying I didn't reveal both of these things in one video because people could only handle so much before they go, oh, you 2 times, you are
something's wrong with you. Yeah.
Yeah, this story is almost more insane. I'll try to sum it up, okay? First of all, 95 to 98% of the entertainment business is leftist, and moving farther left by the day. So sure, Rogan can open a club. It's great. It was a matter of time. Wokeism has seeped into the club. The manager of the club, this is the key point, the manager is a far leftist. The manager of his comedy club. Now, Joe opened the club. He doesn't run the club. He's not there watching over everybody. The manager is far left. And a comedian came up to me almost violently and he said, I just found out this guy is like pro-forced vaccine, pro-masking, like violently anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk. Well, you know my comedy, right? He said this guy.
Let's say women goes to the opposite office. Right? Women goes to the law, and ultimately again she gives her payment. Right? But he doesn't have a relationship with her. Or on the other hand, does the law. Or he has relations with her and doesn't pay her anything. What's the problem? But as well for Herman's payment ultimately is what her perception is. That's the one if he gave her, let's say he gave her a land, gave her shit. They didn't have relations with her, and of course it's permitted for a wife. She didn't even know about their relations with her. So if they have relations with her, then ultimately again the land is a gift. It's a gift and no restrictions on it. To which the Gemara says, the same framework same case. But you have relations with her, you didn't pay her anything. Ultimately, they did. Even though that's not my estimate, if you didn't pay her, what's the meaning of the statement? Right, so that's that I'm not going to write the estimate. Doesn't make any sense. Which was a lot that is what it is to say. That's a lot. The African law, if you gave her, let's say, addition, and then only afterwards, in other words, they weren't legally paid to these outside. Essentially, was going to say that when there's something called an estimate, the next one is a part of this payment, where there's transactional increase. Hey, there are relations, right? Our relations, in other words, when there's immediacy, that's when it's an estimate. If there is a lack of transactional immediacy, then the payment does not take on the status of estimate. So, what that means practically is that it can ultimately, and let it say for some type of sacrificial or temple use. So watch this. So it's Elikama, the someone, he gave her the sheep. The African law, what does it mean, the African law? Rashi says, Akshav, hello, the African. Doesn't have relations. Rather again, sometime later, now, of course, how exactly did you know it? Translate immediacy. I think there's someone looked on this on Asia today, and this is 3 hours tomorrow. Again, as opposed to payment relations. But I'm not that's one of them. Or for that matter, relations with concern. That's not in both of these cases, ultimately, again, that's not however, Nasala, the African. So therefore, I will say, so the word saying is as follows, that essentially, in order for something to be categorized as an estimate, so one that has a transactional immediacy. Once the transactional immediacy, in other words, payment relations, then the sheep, the payment, has the status ultimately again of a harvest scheme. Now, again, we're just keep track of what's going on here. So remember, the household of Organai, they would borrow sheep the produce from the poor, pay it ultimately again with equal purpose. People think that they open them because they felt, I don't know, maybe it's like everyone needs strange this practice, transacting business with Shmita focus. So I said, no, it's fine. Why? Same idea. There's no transactional means. So because of transactional means, we don't view that your produce as an exchange, right? Or as something like a payment ultimately again for the 7-year produce, sheet of produce, and then for the 8-year produce remains totally fine. Now the more questions a little bit discussed in our case. Now someone the African father, so again, let's go through this, right? Let's close ahead and case it. Right? But moving is right, it's your sheet. I'm just using the sheet because it's the easiest example of how to subdivision is, right? So get your sheet. Right? And then let's say get your sheet on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday he has relations. So again, based on what we just learned before, that sheet does not have the status of a harvest payment, and therefore it's not permitted for consecrated temple use, right? Because a wax transaction is a use. Whereas I understand, but he bought out, but when he does have relations, let's say on Wednesday, right? He gave the sheep on Tuesday. He has relations with her on Wednesday. So why can he say that when he does have relations with her, pop ups up to people? Lechol Allah is serious level of prayer. Obviously, okay, I understand. Like, gives the sheep, you can't be labeled as estimating somehow. It's in that relations with her. But when he does have relations with her on Wednesday, then retroactively, the designation of the sheep as a harvest payment should devolve upon the sheep retroactively. And therefore, the sheep should be categorized as an estimate solar already as of Tuesday. Rabbi Rothschild says it's very interesting. Now, what's the case? He should come up with a kavasa. It's very interesting. What happened? Zona, right? Zona got the sheep on Tuesday. She got the sheep on Tuesday. Their relations didn't happen until Wednesday. So we're saying, but when they have relations on Wednesday, retroactively, the sheep should be categorized as a harvest payment. Oh, what's the case? She offered it up as a carbon on Tuesday. She offered up as a carbon on Tuesday. A pious harlot, a pious Zona. And let's say, you might say to yourself, come on, what a thing. She's a Zona, and she's offering up carbonos. Let's say it's important to make this very complex. So it's important to think about the inconsistencies and all the inherent contradictions and in certain respects, I'm a tzaddik, and in certain respects, I'm a Russia. And there are things in my life that I do very well, and there are things in my life that I do very poorly, and there are things that I don't do at all. Here's the beauty of it. The things that I don't do well, or do poorly, or don't do at all, are Hashem. Don't take away from the things that I do well, that I'm righteous in. Yiddishkeit is not an art of living. You could be righteous in some areas and morally bankrupt in other areas. Now, obviously, that's not the goal, right? The goal is to have a certain level of harmonious spirituality and righteousness in all areas of my life, but most of us are not yet. Sometimes you feel hypocritical, or sometimes you feel like a fake because here, I'm learning Torah, but I'm doing this. I'm getting stuck up, but I'm doing this. Or chesed, but I'm doing this. Right? It is hypocritical. It is called contradictory. But welcome to the nature of the human condition. We all live in hypocrisy. We must all live in contradictions. Such is the nature of life. And it is important for us not to lose faith in ourselves. That even though the zona is a zona, but she also brings kavanas. You know what? I guarantee you, those kavanas are it's a pleasing aroma. Because at the end of the day, no one knows our inner countries, our inner struggles, more than our. And when we still push forward to do good, despite all the things that are broken, sometimes that's the pinnacle of human accomplishment. In any event, so the Zona offered up the covenants, but by the time relations occurred on Wednesday, the animal was already gone. She already offered it up. So the Gemara says, okay, let's analyze this. Let's unpack this a little bit. What's the case? If he said to the Zona, gives her the lamb on Tuesday, it says, this is yours as of today. Right? Acquire this as of today. Right? Then, Halacha, some sheet of the Sharila, right? The Halasa Bishaskia, so then obviously it's multiple, right? She has title to it. It can't be categorized as an Esler on Tuesday because they didn't have relations yet. So essentially, he gave her a gift, and then she has every right to offer it up. However, if he did the law of in the Aksha, he's enough. It's very interesting. But if he did not give her permission to acquire it as of now, right? If he was not explicit and said, if he can say to her, this is your animal as of now, as of Tuesday, right? They're scheduled for relations on Wednesday. So what does it say? He gives it to her, he gives it to her on Tuesday. Okay, we're gonna have relations tomorrow. If that's the case, if he doesn't tell her to acquire it, it's not hers. It's not hers. And if it's not hers, he wants to have to shove her up as a partner after all. The Ishkiyak is based on published Amrachman. So it says, if a person will consecrate his home, this is talking about an evaluation. right, will go ahead and consecrate his home. So just like your home, you own it. So to the only thing you can consecrate, whether it's consecrate or whether it's offer up, is something that you own. In other words, so if she doesn't own it on Tuesday, then not be sure that doesn't part unless you just start the answer. It was a hospital. You know, could only be makdish something that is yours, which means in the realm of personal growth, Hakadosh Baruch Hu only asks us what we're able to do. You know, sometimes we make the mistake of measuring ourselves against other people, and that's not necessarily the right thing to do. It's good to have role models. It's good to have people we aspire to be like. But a lot of times we kind of compare ourselves to others, and we're frustrated when we don't measure up. But who says you can measure up to someone else? You don't know this person's focus on their abilities are. The Rebbe Shel Olam only asks you to accomplish that which you own. You only have to consecrate it, or you only can consecrate that which you own. You can't consecrate it, it doesn't belong to you. We so often in life we forget that the Rebbe only expects of us what we're able to do. He doesn't expect of me what someone else can do. He doesn't expect of me someone else's accomplishments. What he does expect of me is to take a personalistic inventory about all the spiritual tools that I possess. Be honest about what I possess, because you possess a lot more than I do, honestly. And then utilize those in pursuit of personalistic holiness. You can only be makdish that which belongs to you. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu only asks of us to accomplish spiritual things that are in our power, within our spiritual life. It's incredible. El Damala saw the case. El Damala, this is very interesting. So he says to her, right, so Ruben gives to the zone of the sheep up Tuesday. And he says, okay, keep the sheep with you. We're scheduled for the tomorrow, right? Just keep it with you until tomorrow. But if you need the sheep or something, let's say something comes up, you need the sheep, I don't know, you get card money, you need whatever it is, then Gemara says, come to action, then I give you the right to acquire it. So it's interesting, that's what fine. So the Gemara says, so there was an essence of it. Now again, what's the idea? Why we do this? Besides the fact that it's not really happening, it's interesting. We're doing this because you can remember this all happened with the Ratgana with this Shemitah transaction. The idea that's kind of happening over here is that something can only be mastered with limited status when there is a level of transactional use. So now we see that by the Shemitah case, and ultimately we see it by the Esler Zone, by the Harlot case as well. Let me merge this case over into this Harlot case. So by Rabbi Rothschild, come up with Shasama's. Very interesting. So let's say, same thing, moving into Rachel, moving into Zona, the sheep on Tuesday. The Bia is scheduled for Wednesday. On Tuesday, she goes in and she's makdish. She consecrates now. She didn't offer it up as a product, but she's makdish. So what's the status now of the animal mother? Kevon Davar Amirasol Davot Misrasol Hendo, Keman Dakri Basil. So do we say that essentially making something hektish is the equivalent of offering it up? In other words, literally the Gemara says that verbally pledging something to hektish is the equivalent of giving it over to a regular person. So therefore, do we say ultimately again that the act of going ahead and hektish verbally is the equivalent of offering it up? In other words, offering it up is offering it up, but being makdish, it's gone, down it's gone. Being makdish, ultimately again, it is still here, it is still present. So does she have the ability? What happens if she was makdish it? Again, because I was saying, you heard the shaila is, in the case where she offered it up on Tuesday, by the time the bia occurs, obviously again it's gone. It's gone, right? So it can't be called an esman zona because it was no longer in existence at the time that the bia occurred. In this case over here, on Tuesday she's makdish it. Wednesday, the bia occurs, and ultimately, so at the time of the bia, the object is still here. So now the shaila is, does the object become an esman somehow or not? So we're submitting Shamit Rabbi Eliezer. So I'll say going back to Rabbi Eliezer on the top of the daf. Right? The Gemara says, Rabbi Eliezer, Shekatma Behikri Basa. So remember again, the way Rabbi Eliezer understood the case of the esman zona, right, is where she went ahead and she already offered it. Right? She offered it up already by the time it occurred. Dafka Hidri Basa. So Dafka, she offered it up, it's no longer in existence. How about the Shaso? Well, from the Rothschild statement, it would appear that if she was not efficient, that the animal was still in existence at the time that the Bia occurred, perhaps the animal would now be called an Esnazona. Which the Gemara says, no, to Rabbi Rothschild, fake to be quiet. The truth is, this Shaila is not a Shaila Rabbi Rothschild himself. So the Gemara says, nine. Mifshan Pshiteh Rabbi Eliezer, that Ribasov Naka Bakisha Somo, that Isib Shaspia. Does Rabbi Rothschild say that the only time it doesn't need an Esna is when the animal was offered up before the Bia? Because by the time the Bia occurs, the animal is no longer here. But perhaps again, where she was just not, she consecrated, the animal is still in existence at the time of the Bia, in which case, halacha l'maisa, the animal is recategorized as an esnazona. Al dilma, b'krivasa pshitale, b'bishasa b'sach. Or maybe obviously if she offered it up and it's no longer in existence at the time of the Bia, of course it's not going to be categorizing it as an esnazona. But in a case where she just consecrated it, we're not sure. Which the Gemara says take it. So we're really not sure. So interestingly, we have a website. What comes out in this case over here is first of all, so lesson number one. We're not finished with Esnazon yet. What we do understand is that in order for something to be categorized as an Esnazon, as a harvest payment, it must be transactional, which means payment bia. If that order is not followed, either payment and delayed bia, or bia and then payment, ultimately, again, it is not considered to be an Esnazon. If he deposited an animal for payments now, and it doesn't occur until later on, assuming she has rights in that animal, therefore, if she goes ahead and she offers it up, it's a bona fide karma. If she's not efficient, she consecrates it, and so the animal is still in existence at the time of the Bia, the next day. What's the status of that animal? That's the thing. That's the okay, let's analyze it. So everything looks like the second piece over here was, let's say he has relations with her, and then afterwards he pays her. So ultimately, again, payment is mutter. Let's say it's mutter, it means it can be used for consecrating for sacrificial purposes, or maybe Gemara is a kasha. I don't understand this. Gemara says, or maybe the Rice says if women has relations with someone, and then he pays her even 3 years late. 3 years late, some people pay all of their bills late. Right? So he pays her late, right? 3 years later, it's still called a heartless payment, and it's still the awesome. So it wasn't that conscious, it was just important. Rice that we quoted before, on some of the days in the day 62 said that if there's relations and then payment, that's not an estimate, it's not a transactional use. Here the Gemara says that there's relations, even if we use or use the verb, ultimately it is still usher. It's not a contradiction. Hada Amar is Ba'ali Italasa. Hada Amar is Ba'ali Italastan. So let's say this is very interesting. Ultimately, again, one case of talk, one case of talk, in a case where he says, have relations with me for this sheep, and he identified the sheep, versus have relations with me for a sheep. Rashi, Italazah, so ultimately, again, versus when he identifies the sheep, it's as if there's transactional use. When he doesn't go ahead and identify the sheep, then ultimately, again, there is no transactional use. All right, so let's analyze it a little bit more. The Amrullah Italazah, my hobby, I understand. So let's analyze this, right? So now it's what is it? Moving goes over to Rahman. He says, have relations with Zona. He says, have relations with me for this sheep. Now, again, he doesn't pay her for 3 years. 3 years. The halacha is, it has the status of a harvest payment because this transaction needs. Just because he identified the sheep doesn't make it hers. In order for it to be hers, what has to happen? The Gemara says, Shicha. Right? Remember, livestock, animals require the sheep for required to take possession, which the Gemara says, okay? So apparently it's actually interesting that ultimately the din of Mashiach is only agreed by Jews. So apparently, again, by a non-Jew, they don't read Mashiach until March. So talking about someone who's not Jewish. Because in other words, the Olam is already Israelis. Now it's talking about a Jewish harlot. We'll keep going. The Koi Bechatzeh. Oh, interesting enough, the sheep standing in their chutzah. In which case, again, ultimately, there's keeping chutzah sheep requires in the second. Either Koi Bechatzeh, Masala, how kind of what is that? I don't understand. If it's in our chutzah, then she acquires it, or has had relations with her, and then ultimately again dedicated, it's only dedicated to her. It's already in her chutzah, she already acquired it. What are we talking about? In other words, she acquired it before Bia. So this is like the paradigmatic case of Esther because she's acquiring sheep before the Bia if the sheep is standing in her chutzah. Which the Gemara says, the Shaki Neheliah. Very interesting. Here's the case. So everything comes to the halal with the basis. I like to hear this sheep is an apotiki. I'm going to know what is apotiki. Apotiki essentially is like that to her. That in other words, he says to her, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you for the relations. Right? If I don't pay you money, you can take this sheep. So therefore, she doesn't really acquire the sheep initially. She acquires the sheep in the event that there is non-payment. The Amarla, and he says to her, if I pay you, let's say within the next 30 days, good. And if not, Shakle the Estan, take this sheep ultimately again as your payment. Fine. That's what Rav Shesha says, like it's supposed to be some help. Again, it's interesting. All of this is really unwrapped from the Estan, so let's watch this. Let's say again, let's say Ruben employs donkey drivers and workers. Okay, so now he's paid. Now the way ultimately again he's paying them, that actually points out over here, Rashi, either these workers are non-Jews or they're Amei Arts. They're just unlearned Jews. Idolaters are unlearned Jews. They don't sweat this point. And he says to them, right? So what's the halacha? Okay, so actually before we get to this. So he goes and he says to them, I'm paying you, right? And essentially, go use this money to go and purchase for yourself food and drink. Okay, either that's the payment or a supplemental, just whatever it is. He's giving them here, right? Here's money. Go and drink, go and eat. So I'll say, now the Gemara says, they ain't no choshish. Do this. They ain't no choshish. He doesn't have to be worried. Some people are 63. Lo mishum shvius, lo mishum anais, lo mishum yayin nesach. I will say, here's this interesting things. Right? What's the concern here? The Gemara says that halacha l'maisa, he's giving them money. Now, because it's an akun or amei aretz, he has to be concerned that maybe akun is going to go by yayin nesach. Right? Or maybe ultimately again the amei aretz is going to buy shmita produce or meiser sheni produce. It's been outside Yerushalayim. He doesn't have to be concerned with this. Why does he have to be concerned with this? Because essentially he's giving them the money and he's saying, Chevra, do what you want. Because he's doing that, essentially, it's not on him. Whatever they do, they do. Rashi says over here, okay, Rashi just goes through all of this. Right, if you look at the end, if you look at Rashi, nicer, right? If you look at Rashi, it's actually the last one, the last of the long words of Rashi. The hot eagle, those safilu, we don't, Ruvain is not the one giving them anything, right? Ruvain is giving them money. And it's Chavra, here, this is for your food, this is for your drink. What they choose to do with that afterwards, essentially, is not on Ruvain. It's not on Ruvain, so therefore, again, no liability. Okay, now watch. Contracts are the following. South they 60 degrees second line down. They are lot, but it says them. Su be'echlu bani korea, su shtu bani korea. It says to the workers, like taxi drivers, go and eat, go and drink, and I'll pay. I'll pick up the tab. Oh, now this is a problem. Choshish mishum shtius mishum ma'is mishum ragins. Then we had a problem. Then we have a problem. Now, why is that? We're going to show you bani korea. The issue of here is because he's paying the tab, now it looks like he's purchasing and providing these prohibited items for his workers. See the difference? If Ruben just says, here's $100 for your food and drink, whatever they buy, that's all. If he says, go eat, go drink, I'll pick up the tab, then ultimately, again, that is problematic because it is if he is purchasing and providing these potentially prohibited items for his members. Allah, that wasn't what he sees in the word, he got honor to make Easter come. So what you see from here is that Allah, we're now going ahead and circling back to the Rav case, right? We're going back now ultimately again to the Rabbi case, remember, Rabbi, what did they do? They went ahead and they borrowed Shemitah produce and they repaid the poor with your produce. Yochanan said, now the problem is no transaction with the seed. So I was saying, what do you see now? What do you see from this last piece of there? Amon, kapara, the Mr. Kapara. So what do you see from there? That when Ruvain pays the bill, right, pays the bill, even though again he's paying after the consumption already took place, the lawful rights of this transactional agency, and he is considered to be paying for these Shemitah produce, Sheni produce, yes, it's problematic. Therefore, the Gemara says, "Hachanami ki kapara, the Mr. Kapara." So to here by Rabbi they became here. Ultimately, again, isn't that only for Shemitah produce? Same thing. Which Gemara says, "Take about this dog, the Chenteni Hamekabakito, the Mishtabit." So now it's different. Who they case, right? Where he's going ahead and telling the workers, go eat, go drink, I'll pick up the tab. We're talking about where they are purchasing food from a shopkeeper who normally extends credit to them. Even the Archilak, they claim they can have that. Ultimately, because the shopkeeper normally extends credit to them, ultimately there is transactional. See, that's happening like that. Literally translated, literally the shopkeeper acquires his money immediately. Look at actually just moving. Claim they can have that. It's actually very possible that you guys have left. And then he's the shopkeeper knows he's going to get paid that he's regularly extends credit. שכבר הכירו, שכמובן שיש נוהגים ארכם לא לחיידנים, הלכות חליפין. So what's saying? So that's it. There is transaction fees. Ruben is dealing, in other words, Ruben is not just saying stop going where you want and buy food, buy drink. He's saying, Pedro, go to the shopkeeper, I'll pick up the tab. This is a shopkeeper who normally extends credit to Ruben. So therefore, again, it's as if the debt is already paid, and therefore there is transactional immediacy that's happening. Rashi says over here, therefore it's simply almost like an exchange, right? The shopkeeper is going to give donkey drivers and laborers, whatever they want to do, and Ruben is going to immediately pay for that. But again, that doesn't apply. This wasn't like a credit situation. It was one what we do business together. Therefore, that case was fine because of that transactional piece. Whereas Aval, again, he's now they were to send out as one same case. In case no, he can go drink up and pick up the tab. But now he's not sending it to a shopkeeper who normally extends credit to him. Then it sounds like what? Mutter. But it should be okay. If that's the case, that's mutter ilafi. If that's the case, then the second rice are different. Instead of making the first case the case of where Ruben says, here's $100, go out and go eat and go drink, make it two different cases. What should the two cases be? When is this so ultimately again that it's prohibited? When is it prohibited for Ruben to say to his workers, go out, go eat and drink, and I'll pick up the tab? That's only the shopkeeper who extends credit to Ruben, because there's transactional immediacy, and it's as if again the company already has the money to pick up prohibited items. But the shopkeeper does not extend credit. Therefore, that lacks transactional immediacy, and that case should be bought. In other words, benefited rice. Go ahead and highlight two cases that are the same, but one become different, then to highlight two dramatic cases. First was behold, company she'in makifa lila b'shtabit. In other words, that's true. Even if the shopkeeper doesn't extend the credit, is the purchaser not still obligated to the company? Homer the Kameda. The person says to his friend, "Ain't one of a cloning, the iknu from the chosei lach." So what happens? So right, Ruben goes, all right, I go with you. Say, Ruben, do me a favor. Give him money to ship it. Give money to ship it. And all of my property will become encumbered to you. What's that called? If ultimately, again, my property becomes encumbered as a guarantor. And someone says, what do you see here? Now, again, that's even assuming that Ruben and I have no previous relationship. So what do you see from there? When you ask someone to go and do something to someone else, and ultimately, again, you're guaranteed with an encumbrance that transactional weakness seems to occur right there. You're right. You're right. At the end of the day, whether the shopkeeper extends credit or doesn't extend credit doesn't make sense. They didn't. Even the low miyachich day low miss. So the words so what's the book? It's another big Rashi. Rashi says even low miyachich day the Rashi third line of Rashi says about it. Give Rashi today. Shlo yiche lo miyach boos the kaf. Love chali the mingu the lois. Since Ruben did not go ahead and actively set aside money, right? He's telling his workers, go out, go eat and drink, I'll be back. Since no defined amount of money, right, or no specific money is have to set aside for that, therefore, again, that lacks transactional use. Because it does ultimately, again, it should be mutter. It should be mutter. Shelo yichid le'mos the kach lav chalit eminu below its. Sorry. The Gemara says elahacha on my shesh. So that's the case ultimately again. So what do we answer to that? It should be shvius. So the Gemara says ha lo yachich. So ultimately again, he says the Gemara ultimately again. What do you have to be concerned about? Elahacha on my shesh. We should shvius. What do you have to be concerned about over here? The halacha when I saw that perhaps again shvika focus. Versus Holomiyaki Chikudin, Shahaka, Lomiyaki Chikudin, ultimately, again, it's the same thing. Local Mesa, because no particular money is having designated in advance, because that transaction release it. But how about Hinochi Hikdin? What's the case? The case over here is where the Malabai is advanced the money to the head. Okay, so this is actually Shikdin Lo, Malabai is Dinar Lefendi, Hodem Shishalach Etzlo. The hashtag the Balabayas are serving all. So this changes everything. So now the case over here, ultimately, again, when the Raisa says that if Ruben says to his workers, go to the heaven, go to the shopkeeper, eat and drink, whatever you want, it's on you. The case is already Ruben gave the money to the shopkeeper. So there's no extension of the credit. In other words, he has a tab, but it's paid for it. Oh, so now that makes sense. Because now that it's paid for already, ultimately, again, if they take limited things, it's literally like he's supplying them with limited items. I'm still the Schmidt, they come in, that's the so the Gemara says this follows. So again, all of this is all of this same realm of transactional use. Like that's happening over here. So the Gemara says, I'm sorry, I'm basically the Schmidt, they come in, that's the So the Gemara said, I said this over in front of the Rav Sifid of Nardo. What happened? Amarle, Ihach, Adikais, the prices should be made. He says to his workers, go out and drink, and I will pay. I will pay means it's not like he has to pay. Rather, what should it say? You should say, go out and drink, go out and eat, and then I'll settle up. Right? I'll settle up ultimately again with the shopkeeper. Because again, we're saying that in case of weird for the day. Right? So we left money with the shopkeeper, and then it's a question of saying, okay, I left you $100. How much should we consume? Which means, oh, you're right. So you're right. Sorry. I'm sorry. Ultimately, again, a halacha says you're right. Change the prices to be the prices should really be the problem. That halacha says that it's so the case. Remember, essentially there are two cases in price. Case number one is where Ruben gives his workers $100. It's got to go out and drink on that case.
$20 just a Veronica. Show me what happened.
He said, my workers are going to come in, let them buy, let them eat, let them drink. Okay? Now the Gemara says that's the problem. You have to be concerned if we have access now to the items, and it's Ruben is going ahead and supplying in front of them. The way that price should be is Ruben says to the workers, so just go out and drink, but I need a chashing. I will settle up over the shop. That's what we're doing. So there was like, let's stop over here for today. Oh yeah, everyone, go down. Everyone. Let's say good morning. He is a graceful spot, so let's be able to learn all of you. begin by thanking all of our sponsors for this. I want to share to thank our annual Counterflow sponsor, Tosim Mishpacha Eretz Yisrael, for dedicating all the Shema Drushos this year as it's close for the Solos Tovos for all Israel. Counterflow sponsors for the month of Av. Habon in the Tova, Stephen Wendy Drazen, in honor of Israel Drazen, and Dina Drazen, and Reading Roses White, and Standing Roses White to form the Bracha. The learning sponsors, Dr. Henry Faith Wolf, mention of the yard site of Dr. Wolf's father, Cyrus Wolf, Shalom, and Ben, and Tzvi Hirsch, and Nathan, and Beth Amber, memory of their father, Ben Amber, Clover, Baruch, Mordechai, and Reveal, and blessings, and as always, we dedicate our learning to the system of precious actors, and control, and shepherd, and home. Shalom and Karat and learn from the social network. Give them success. Call on mercy and blessing that let us begin the exciting daf ahead of us today. Today's daf is Son of People 63. And we're working on Son of Base and Base 63. The day Rabbi Yana, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 lines up from the bottom. So the verse is as follows. Today Rabbi Yana, yes, she is very this is a very interesting piece over here. The members of the household of Rabbi Yana was as follows. They would borrow Shemitah produce from the poor and then repay them with 8-year produce, 9-year produce, and the following year. So Rashi says